have their MP, have their LP. Is that the band? Let's try to spell properly. Who's your favorite monarch? Why? Who is your favorite monarch? Who is throbbing gristle? Lucy, I never even have their MP, have their LP. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hello, okay. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. Sorry, okay. Hello, hello. Pouring rain. Hello, hello. Pouring, yelling, yelling. Okay, is it echoing now? Can you hear it echoing? Thank you, Columbus. Thank you very much. Sorry. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. Okay, thank you, everybody. Hello, old friends, people who are watching this again. I've been. Yesterday was really great fun for me. I hope it was good fun for you. I don't know if it was good fun for you. I don't even know what the purpose of this thing is, except to give me really good fun, and possibly maybe billions of listeners in the future, which I doubt. Obviously, but that's what I'm here for. It's Sunday. It's the 6th of July, 2025. This is the 26th day. Hey, Carrie. Of our stream, and I hope it's been interesting for some of you. Most of you people, that's a horrible thing to say. Most of you have come back, and I'm coming back. I'm doing it every day. This is 26 days. I've been told I shouldn't do it every day. I've been told I shouldn't be talking to as many different people as I should. I should just sort of pick the comments and then comment on it and do a bit about the comment, and maybe that's right. Maybe it's right. Maybe I'm mentioning too many too many people. It's not no. So I mean, it was. So that's what I'm going to work on today. So if you want to know what I'm doing today that's new, I'm going to try not to talk to as many different people as possible. If you want me to talk to you, go into the thing, go in and write something maybe a few times if I don't talk to you as much as I normally do. I mean, I don't know. I think it's going really well. We got 27 people watching right now. And if I see your name, and I just want to say, hey, Marianne, good to see you. Hey, Mark, good to see you. My number one fan. The volume is low. Is the volume low? How is this? Is this better?
Turn the knob on the microphone.
Oh, turn the knob, right. Turn the knob, right.
Turn it to like 4 or 5.
Okay, thank you very much. That's what you need to do. It's on 4 right now. Why have you tamed your hair? Because I wasn't tamed. I was caught in the rain here in Nunhead, right across Peckham Rye Park. Was a huge rainstorm. It was very New Yorkian. It was like, the horrible thing that happened in Texas. It was like proper rain. And so I ran home. I was literally completely drenched. Yellow. And I was completely drenched. And it was not, I mean, one thing about this country is the weather. It's not bad. It's not great. It's rarely great. But most of the time, it's not like this, which is heavy rain. The last time I remember this, I did my walking event, which we did for about 5 years, where we walked around the bounds, beating the bounds of Nunhead. We walked all the way around. It was good fun, but there was an incredible rainstorm, exactly like this. It looks like it's flooding. Okay, I don't know. Is it raining anyplace else? You can tell me if it's raining where you guys are. It might be raining. I think the rain was heading towards Broccoli, and I still look hot. Thank you very much. So I was like covered in rain. I mean, today I was covered in rain. So I had to come home. I had to change my shirt. And I don't know if I look good. I don't look good on the camera here. I'm walking down the street. I'm looking in the mirror. I'm thinking I'm looking good because... Anyway, I lost about I've lost a pound overnight. And that's really good news for me to have lost a half a pound, which means I'm now at 79.6. I'm under the 80 barrier. And I'm still at 25.2 BMI. Not that BMI means anything. I mean, it means something. It doesn't mean whether you're in good health or not, but it's a good way to measure, how you're doing, what you need to do. I'd like to be 76. I'd like to be so skinny. I want to walk around the house naked. That's what I want to, not here. I don't want, my kids don't need to see me here. Thank you very much, Claire. And I want to walk around the house naked. I want to be, I don't know, I'll never be pretty. You can't be 68 years old, nobody pretty. I shouldn't even talk like this because I've been worried. That's the thing, that's number one on my list, is me being creepy, pervy, which, because it could seem that way by me saying, I want to walk around the house naked. I'm talking to people I don't even know. And, maybe you don't want to hear that, but I mean, to me, losing weight is so important. My father was super fat. He was fat. I mean, like American fat when he was on his, forever. I remember him being fat when I was 5-10 years old. And everyone was saying, don't. And he lived till 77 years old. So that's not super young. But, he used to, I remember he used to go to the bakery on a Sunday, like today. And we would buy like loaves of challah bread, which is basically almost a brioche type of bread. Anybody's had it's like it's a sweet bread, and you'd have we'd eat the whole thing, and it was not good. We go out to dinner, we'd have all sorts of stuff. Practicing nudism in the privacy of your own home is perfectly respectable. Maybe. But you don't know what, you don't know. I don't know what could happen. I'm trying to be as respectable as possible. I've had a few instances of bad things. I had where I lost respectability. And now this is another one where they're mad at me because I supposedly said something against whatever. I don't even want to discuss it with these people. Okay? But it's broiling hot, sunny, with a little breeze here in beautiful Peekskill, New York. Yeah, it's nice there. It's right between the Taconic Mountains and the Hudson River. Peekskill, New York. It's south of Poughkeepsie. It's north of whatever. It's nice there. I went to school up there. So we want to discuss. What are we discussing? I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about being thin, which is so important. I want to be thin. I want to be thin, and I want you to be thin. If I'm going to do anything in this thing, it's not to convince you to have a political ideology, because you can't convince people to have a political ideology. People they're in a war zone. They're in a war mentality now. I can't say to you guys, you got to think the way I think, even though I'd like you to think the way. I don't want you to think the way I think, but I'd like you. This weight loss thing, this eating low carb, this eating meat has changed my life. Hey, Zingo, has changed my life. Okay? It changed my life because now, I mean, I'm feeling good. I posted today that I don't have psoriasis. I don't have type 2 diabetes. I'm not bleeding in my gums. I don't have gout. I don't have plantar fasciitis. I don't have psoriasis. I don't have, what else have I mentioned? I don't think I've got type 2 diabetes. My blood sugar level is down. My whatchamacallit is very high. My blood sugar is very high. Say Poughkeepsie again. I've always wondered how that was pronounced. Poughkeepsie. You pick your toes in Poughkeepsie. I got on a train from New York City Central Station to get to Poughkeepsie. Yeah, there's a train. There's a couple of trains there. Well, there's one train on one side, another train on the other side, another train on the other side. But, so, being thin, and us all, I don't know whether I'm thinking to myself, why am I trying to get these people to lose weight and to be thin and to go low carb? Why? Because it works and it's important to me. It's important to me. Hey, everyone, says Jules. Happy Sunday. My doctor has just stopped working. Anyone know how to fix that? Your duder. What's your duder? Not your doctor. What's a duder? Challah is delicious, buttered along with a cup of strong tea. I used to get a loaf every Friday evening at Zaro's in Grand Central on the way home from work. Yes, it is. It's amazing. And it comes in sections and you pull it apart. And my father used to, thank you, Simon, 41, is that we have this thing called Breakstone butter, which is basically plain butter. It's just plain. It's just delicious. And we used to have it, I had it unsalted. And we just, it's not the best thing to eat. You should never mix too much fat. You shouldn't eat fat with carbs, but it is so delicious. And my father used to cut onions and chop it up in there. Lewis, says Jetster, I'm at the gym right now. Could you please fat shame me so that I have the momentum I need? Well, you know me. I'm against the gym, so I'm not going to fat shame you for being at the gym. But that's good. You'll lose a bit of weight. You'll feel a bit better. It's what you need when you get home. You can't eat when you get home. That's the problem. The problem is you'll want to eat because you'll be hungry and you'll eat more and you'll gain. You don't want to go there. What are you doing at the gym, Jedster? Tell us. The doctor I was working with has lost weight by doing no carbs. She was laughed at by some of her medical friends. Yeah, even today. What do the medical people know? They don't know anything, basically. This is what Tanai's music says this. I started this 6 years ago, and I wasn't the first one in there. And I'm going to my doctors, and every single doctor says you cannot eat just meat. You can't eat just meat. You have to have carbs. You have to have a balanced diet, blah, blah, blah. They would all say this thing because doctors are the most conservative people on earth, and I'll tell you why they're the most conservative people on earth. Because a doctor, in order for a doctor to be a doctor, it's not just enough to be smart, but you have to basically play by the rules. And if you don't play by the rules, you don't go further. So they're repeating stuff to you like it's some kind of Elizabethan educational program, and you have to repeat it. Repeat it. And you get brainwashed. So they're brainwashed. And everybody else is brainwashed. Everyone else, they go to the doctor. What should I do? Have a balanced diet. Don't eat that much. Do, exercise. Because it blames the patient. That's what I believe. Didn't cavemen eat meat? Yes, they did. And they lived to be our great-great-great-grand ancestors. Okay? I mean, rowing is good. I'm not into exercise. But my exercise is I went to the park today. I walked around for an hour picking up rubbish until it started to rain torrentially. And I feel good because I'm making the park more beautiful and I'm bending over. And I'm bending over. So that's great. And tomorrow I'm gonna be down another 200 or 300 kilograms. Because it's really important to me. It's really important. You have done so well in the raw meat diet. Sometimes doctors are wrong. I would say doctors are mostly wrong because they believe in the single thing that causes a disease, a tiny little pinprick of a germ that gets into your body and it infects your body, and next thing you know, you're dead. I don't believe that. And it can be cured by a pill that they either have come up with and are testing, or they're going to come up with. Okay? Okay. So you're right. So thank you very much, Claire. Claire's done great too. I wish we could all put pictures up of ourselves. I wish this could be like a Weight Watchers class, in a good way. I mean, I don't think Weight Watchers works, but from what I can tell, I mean, I think the most important thing is for us to believe. We need to know what is the right thing, and in order for us to know the right thing, we've got to be very well educated. I watched thousands of hours of YouTube videos. I don't watch that many YouTube videos on food as much as I used to. But watch everything, including the vegans, including, those guys, all the vegans. I watched every single thing that they said. And then I said to myself, you know what, the vegans are wrong. And I know it's right. I have a blood test next week, says Mark Thoros, and I do too. And eat mostly eggs and red meat, and I know my cholesterol is high, but it's healthy for hormones. Yes, exactly right. I believe in it. I don't even worry about my my cholesterol. Okay, and I'm starting not to worry about my blood pressure either. I know he will want to put me on medication, which I won't take. Well, I'm not your doctor, and I'm not telling you not to take any medication, but I've been told to take statins, not just statins, the blood pressure medications, all the different things. And I just think to myself, no, I'm not taking it. Well, you tell me why I have high. I mean, I'm taking the blood pressure medication right now, and I feel bad. I don't feel bad physically, but as quiche is mostly egg, is it a good choice? Well, it's better than plants. It's a question of what you put in it. Quiche is all right. But I mean, I try to eat only raw. If you go to my Twitter page, which is that's my Twitter, Lewis Schaffer, Twitter X, you'll see that I try to eat as runny eggs. I either eat them where it's slightly fried but they're runny on top, or I take it where I don't, where I take the egg yolks out and the whites just fall down and I throw it out. Staten Island for New Yorkers. Staten Island, that's funny. Okay, I love quiche. Quiche is good. There's so many foods that are good, but they're not optimum. Cooked food is not the best. Butter in coffee. HA. What does HA mean? I've seen this. People are writing this, and I should have asked what it means. Joodles. What does that mean? I used to put. I put double cream, and butter. Yeah, it tastes good. Butter. What's wrong with that? What is HA? Those eggs. So we're gonna. I don't know how much more we should talk about this, but if anybody wants to say how much they weigh, what are they doing for their weight? Half American. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. I thought it was like some kind of things, some kind of something else. I didn't even know what the something else was. But we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about my being flirtatious, and just to talk about that because I think I'm being a bit. Maybe that's the same as me being creepy. I think it's the same as me being creepy. Yeah. Butter is fine there. Butter is fine. But the most important thing is to keep track of not the most important thing, but you should keep track of your calories. How many calories you're having. I bet butter is actually nice in coffee. It is really nice. It is really nice in coffee, butter. And I used to have it. Yeah. But now I have double cream. It's even a bit better. But you have to write it down in your whatchamacallit, on your website. You're half Armenian. Well, are you half Armenian? I mean, your parents are Armenian, but are you half Armenian? Okay. Oh, this is a guy which guy who sent this to me? Somebody sent me a picture of men Can we just see that of men? Can you see the picture of different kinds of men? Which one is the best one? Which one is the most attractive? Which one do I want to be? Fat, not normal, fat, a little bit too muscly, normal, too muscly, it's steroids, 11, 12 steroids. What's the perfect body type? Is any. Okay, what is the correct body type? All of them, because women like men. And they could like a muscly man or even a fat man. I mean, when I was fat, I had love, but I had love. I'm still fat, but getting better. Thank you, Maltese Feld. Thank you, everybody. We're at 40 people. So we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about Wimbledon because Wimbledon is on, and that's very important for you British people. Do you have it on in the background? Do you have it on the TV set? Is it on whatchamacallit? Is it on the BBC, which basically puts it on so that we have so you're basically forced to buy their TV license. Yeah, Mike Tyson eats meat, according to Sam S., and he eats only meat, and he has so much energy. He was able to do a boxing match with Jake Paul. There was something scammy about that thing. I don't know what it was. I'm not saying it was scammy, but I heard it was scammy, that boxing match with Mike Tyson. Yeah, not just that, but if you have too much protein, you can burn the protein as energy. Is that protein has 4 grams of energy, and so does carbs. Carbs has 4 grams per gram. 4. I don't. Now I'm not even looking. You're being flirtatious is delight, Lewis. Thank you very much, Claire. Okay. I'm going to write that down. That's what you said. Remember, what everybody said to Lewis, that you being flirtatious is a delight. Okay, I agree. Tyson would have smashed Jake Paul if it wasn't rigged. That's what I've heard. I've heard that. I mean, I didn't like that he bit somebody's ear. But we all do things. We don't all do things like that. I've never done. I like to bite your ear. Okay. I like your hair. To who are you saying this to? To Claire? See? Yeah, lovely. Yeah, what is the point that I was making? The point is that I believe in protein. I believe maybe, because when I have carbs, I gain weight. I feel bloated. You don't like to feel bloated. That's what, guess why girls are always so just feeling yuck, because they're feeling bloated. And then you get diabetes. And so it's best not to have the carbs. Best not to have the carbs. So we're going to talk about Wimbledon. Do you want to talk about Wimbledon, people? Because, ears are full of carbs. Is that true? Like human ears or cow's ears? I never heard that. The first time Lewis's hair had been washed in a month. That is not true. I never wash my hair. I just rinse it. So I haven't washed my hair in over a year and a half, I think. I haven't put any soap in my hair. New balls, please. No, that's what Kinsey is saying. Okay, and the Tour of France is today. It was hardcore. Yeah, that is really hardcore. VDP was amazing. That's the Wimbledon thing. All right, so we'll talk about Wimbledon. It's very, very. I mean, tennis is very important in America, but it's not as important as it is to British people. I love you, Dad. Thank you. I mean, yeah, why are women allowed to wear black pants? I don't know. I haven't been watching it. It's about all whites. There's a bit. I went to Wimbledon with Russ. Russ took me there. We went tour the museum, which was a very good museum if you like Wimbledon. If you remember where you were 20 years ago when so and so won this, or 20 or 30 years ago when so and so won this, it's very important to people because it takes place in the summertime, right? I mean, isn't that what makes it very cool? It's the summer, and the summer is so non-summer. And sometimes the summer can be really, really nice, and so it hits the heart. It hits the heart. Oh, because of periods, Lewis. They don't want, so they're letting women who are on their period, or any woman. Yeah, well, how about this? How about we don't let women play sports at all? How about we don't allow that? let's talk about that. Women playing sports or working. Women playing sports with men or men around. I mean, I don't think I could go. I can't support that. But I mean, somebody could. Backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, back and forth. Deuce. That's what it is. That's what, according to N8 Virgo. Yes, Nate. I think they should play, but it shouldn't be on TV. We can't discuss this because women are going to get really upset. They're going to get really upset. They should play. They want to play. It's a delay. It's a delay for women to do what makes women really happy, which is have a man's kids and then destroy his life. We could time women in the kitchen. Yeah, look, they spend in the kitchen. But you know what? I'm going to say this. I don't think women should be allowed in the kitchen. I think we should stop all cooking. I'm against cooking too. We could do that. Okay? We are here to be open and free speech. But I was joking. What did you say about... I think they should play, but it shouldn't be on TV. Yeah, because you don't know. That's the problem. The problem is, with comedy, if it's written down, people may not be able to tell that you're being funny, So I'm just assuming people... I mean, cases could be made, even by women. Steve Pirate's back. Thank you very much. Women's football is brilliant. I saw the French team last night, and the skills were fantastic. Yeah, they got skills. Women can do pretty much anything that men can do. Some areas not quite as good, but you know what I mean? You can do anything. That's not the problem. The problem isn't that women can't work. Oh my God, see, I'm horrible. I can hear the police coming for you. Yeah, and me. I'll say, go to Mark first. Don't go to me. I'm watching Thunderball Crocs. The villain just died. Thunderball, the James Bond movie. 44 people. Thank you, Kinsey. And and Alan joined. Okay, hey, Alan. I think women are technically better at sports. We have to be because we're not physically strong. So you think you're smarter at the game itself, Joodles? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. You are. I mean, do you like playing sport when nobody's around? It's just, I don't know if you do. I mean, the thing about men is, women are good on their own, basically. I mean, you need money, obviously, because you're not attached to some. But men need to be in a group of people. I need to have you people like me, to give me money, to watch my show, to say you're a good guy. I need you to do that. With a woman, they can be Jeff Bezos' wife and do very well for herself. Tom Jones is thinking, because he did that. Tom Jones. That wasn't the era of what's her name, of Shirley Bassey. I think that came a bit later. Yes, Phil, which proves the point. What are you saying that there? So it's a question of what's the difference between men and women. What's the difference between the political parties? It's like, do we understand that there's a difference between men and women? Should we, it's really horrible to tell a woman they can't do things in life. And I think it really killed my mother. My mother was a super bright woman. I did the whole show about it. She was a super bright woman. But, I guess they didn't think she could do all. She could have, maybe she couldn't have been anything. She became, she was Phi Beta Kappa. I don't know whether you know what that is. That's an award society in America. It's the top thing. Jeff Bezos' wife, typical woman's experience, Lucy. Yeah. Well, that's what women want. They're holding out for number one. Aren't women holding out for number one? Hey, only 20 likes. Come on, let's like the thing. Okay. Who is Domingo Rally? Domingo. Who is Domingo's Rally? So, yeah. But basically, are we going to say that there are differences between men and women? Or are we going to say there are no differences between men and women? And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say there are no differences between men and women. And as someone who has been with women, I can tell you, they are different than men. I like Kim Basinger as Domingo, too. Okay, I'm always in the kitchen too, Claire, says Carrie. I think the kitchen is a very bad place. I mean, it's a really bad place. You make a cup of tea, yeah, maybe. Iced coffee, yeah. But you don't what kitchen has a refrigerator, but oh, I'm so great. I've been cooking. And you don't need to cook. I don't cook at all. I'm trying to be as raw as possible. I do cook because I do heat up the beef on the outside of the beef to kill just for like 5-10 seconds on each side. It warms up the beef. I cook the eggs, but the eggs are still runny. But I don't need to have cooked eggs. There are massive differences in sport with men and women, each good, but I don't think it should be compared. Well, do you remember what big trouble that John McEnroe got? Do you remember that? For saying that what's her name is one of the best players, but she's the best woman player, but she's not the best tennis player. Was he being bad for saying that? I don't think he was. And good on John McEnroe for saying whatever he wants to say. He grew up right next to me in the town, right next to me, called Douglaston, which is right across the bay on the west side of Great Neck. I get eggs from a local farm these days. They seem to taste better. Adam Hudson. Hey, good to see you, Adam. Yeah, my problem is I don't have a car. Ladies, anybody with a car, drive me around. So I haven't been to any of these egg places anyplace else. I buy them at my local corner shop, which is not. Corner shops are not famous for the freshest foods. Though my corner shop is excellent. It's called Harding's. Excellent. And I buy 15 eggs for £3.75. Maybe it's £4 now. Okay, Claire's home. Okay, there you go. Maybe a game of chess between men and women would be good. Match their brains. Hey, Timmy. But chess is also one of those things that women don't do as well as men. Why is that? Why is there no woman grandmaster? Ladies, any chauffeurs? Yeah, who wants to be Lewis Schaffer's chauffeur? Yeah. I prefer duck eggs. Well, I can't get to my corner shop. What makes duck eggs so good? What makes duck egg? Holding out for a hero. That's what. Why do you think we are holding out? There's more to life than finding the right guy. Yes. There's no. Is there more to life than finding the right guy? Yes. No. Yeah. No. No, because you can find. Yeah. No. I don't think you have to find that. You want to have. We need. This is a human experience. We forgot about the kids. There are 42 female grandmasters, Lewis. Thank you, Judels. How many male ones? How many male grandmasters? Do I think finding the right guy is the most important thing? Yes, no, not guys, but you want to have kids, and you want a guy who's going to pay for you while you're having kids. So yeah, who brings you respect, or not respect? You have respect on your own, but brings you the things that you want. So I would say having the right man is very important. I've been with women who thought I was not the right guy, and they were very, very, very unhappy. I wasn't that unhappy that women want the toppest guys, basically. So am I being provocative by saying that, Joe? Is that a horrible thing to say, that women, this is the problem with this show here, is that give me enough time to talk and I'll just say the thing that this society doesn't believe. Half the society doesn't believe. Over 1,900 male grandmasters. Okay, so it's 1,900 to 42, or 190 to 4. 190 to 4. Okay, and what's the highest female grandmaster? I'm not saying women can't play chess, and maybe given enough time. Keir Starmer is a tough guy. He declared being a tough bastard. What does that have to do with anything? But that's what women are looking for. They want to go out with the absolute toughest guy, I think, yeah. But what if no children in the equation? That's my point. Well, you know what? If you don't have any children now, you're perfect for Lewis Schaffer. And if you're, you're perfect for Lewis Schaffer, but I think we need to have children. We need more and more Anglo-Saxon Jews children. This is not likable. I know that it's not likable because just if you don't have children, we need people to have more than one child. I have only two. I mean, I know Jonathan. I'd like him to be my kid, but whatever. But women want top guys, says Jules. But we grow babies, and if the man leaves, that leaves us in a very precarious position. We take all the risks. Men can just walk away. Well, that is basically true, but men don't just walk away, and I'm a proven example of a guy who hasn't walked away. We don't want to walk away from our kids. We're not going to let our kids starve. We want our kids to survive. We don't want our kids to be with an angry woman who hates us, who turns us against our kids. Joodles? I mean, that's the problem. The problem is we live in you can't eliminate women. Yeah, yeah. I don't get it. I tried being a nice guy and got ghosted. So should I continue being an a-hole, an A-N hole? No, but we have to understand that it's not the same as it used to be. Women think that we're just walking away from, or they think we're going to walk away. Or they think, well, we're not needed. We should walk away. What do you think? This is the big question of my life. What do you do? I didn't walk away. I bought a house, whatever it is, right across the street. I had no money, but I stayed and I looked after my kids, or tried to. I wasn't quite appreciated, but okay. Are married guys more attractive to women? Yeah, basically, yeah. Because they're in demand. Somebody wants them. They've been proven. They've been tested. That's what women like. They want somebody who's tested. So Claire C doesn't drive. Okay. Well, then we're out then. Okay. Okay, Team World has made it so hard to provide for your family. Property costs too much. Food too much. Yeah, exactly. Too much. And we pay too much tax. Yeah, they want us to drown, Team World. For equality. But and women could say we're happy with this situation, as they are. Most Democrats are women. They want this thing. But I don't think it's good. But it is for the productive society. A country's more productive if they have women working, and women can work and they can do things and they pay taxes. And look at the countries where women don't work. They're not as successful as us. Carrie says something, but who's she saying it to? Okay. Here's the point, says Mark. The point is, you are a nice guy, and some women don't find that attractive. Yeah. They go for the guy who's not as nice because it's a challenge, and then when he walks away, they don't get it. Yeah, this is a difficult subject because it's a difficult subject. Yeah, people have different needs. They think we're all the same. We're not all the same. Stuart Lee's audience is a sausage fest. Okay, but you are a babe magnet. How do you do it? I don't know. Am I a babe magnet? New York accent. Yeah, could be that. I was on. Could be that. Well, also, he's fat. Remember, Stuart Lee is fat. I've told him what he needs to do and lose weight, but he doesn't listen to me. Yeah, don't be fat. Maybe that's what it is. I wasn't a babe magnet 10 years ago. Yeah, so it wasn't the right woman. Well, that's what women also believe. They're looking for the right woman. They're looking for the right woman. There's no, people aren't forced to stay married, and that's what I believe. They should not be forced. Perhaps governments should give tax considerations to the married with children to encourage social stability, etc. But then that's not fair to people who don't have children. That's what they look at it this way. Yeah. Well, they do get some consideration. They get that thing. What is that? That cat, whatever the money. I'm seriously considering lesbianism at this stage. Yeah. That's. That's why. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. S. Simpson, hello, S. It wasn't a sausage fest. He's done. His act is done. But his audience is full of people bright enough to vote for Starmer. You're saying that they're not bright. Is that what you're saying, S. Simpson? Nice men can seem safe, not exciting, but in retrospect, should have taken that option. What does that mean? What is the option, Joe? Yeah, women like excitement. They want an exciting time, and they expect you to take them. I think I just saw a video today by Billy Connolly. Is that what women want you to do? They want you to take. That's always my joke. They want you to take you out, and show you a good time. Men, we want to take the girl home and keep her there. I'll ask my lesbian BFF to call you. I mean, women aren't. The proof is, here's the proof. Lesbianism they're incredibly, they're the most divorced group of quote unquote married people. Most divorced. And they accuse their partners of the exact same thing that they accuse men, their male partners, of the exact same thing. Right? That's what they do. They accuse them of the exact same thing. Because this is what, their men are bullying, or their partners are bullying, telling them what to do. Whatever a woman says. Lewis, you're a total babe magnet. Thank you very much. Are we really at 53? No, Kinsey. That's amazing. That's brilliant. Round of applause for 53. So, I mean, I hope you're not hating me. Why do I care whether you hate me or not? I'm telling you the truth. Will Elon's new party? No, we could talk about Elon's new party. I'm against it. New party. I'm against Elon's new party. But, thank you, Kinsey. But what were we saying? We love you. Thank you, Lorna. Is that, and women are flexible too. They'll say, I don't want anybody like Lewis Schaffer who tells me I shouldn't work, I shouldn't play sports, and I shouldn't, whatever I'm saying to these people. We can talk about Corbyn's new party too. But the fact is that at the same time, you'll change your mind if the sex is good, if the money is coming in, if I love you enough. You'll change your mind. Okay, Jezbollah. It's called the Jezbollah party. That's very funny, Maltese Phil. That's Corbyn's new party, and it is. That's what it's going to be. It's between him and the Muslims. Muslims need their own party. They want their own party, and they're going to get their own party. How could we hate you? Of course you can hate me. Of course you can. Is that really Rupert Lowe PM? That's not Rupert Lowe PM. Is this Rupert Lowe? Say hello to Rupert Lowe. I don't believe it's him. I'm on a. You shouldn't be listening to this, Rupert, because it's a bit not politically see. Whether this isn't Rupert Lowe, but it could be. You know what? I have some famous fans and friends. No, I don't. You got to be insane to follow me. Women are fickle, Lewis. Don't trust them. Send them to me. Yeah, ladies. Anybody's interested in Alan Williams? Alan Williams. Anybody? You're not going to get love from Lewis Schaffer, even though you think you are going to. I'm not. No, because I'm a modern guy. That's my problem. I know I seem like I'm a Neanderthal with my crazy political beliefs, but I am. I want to go out and I want to be with every single one of you women, or at least talk to you or flirt with you or whatever it is. But to actually stay married, I was a bad husband. My son might be listening to this, but I was not a good husband. I wasn't a good husband. I know what it takes. The problem is, and she was, women are not good wives, but I was not a good husband. I'm not a good girlfriend. You'll walk away feeling a bit empty from being with Lewis Schaffer. So let's get this going now. I'm going to put number 7, Alan Williams. Were you serious when you said this? Alan Williams. First of all, we'll go over the thing about where you live. You can't trust women, but you have to be as loved, and that's the brilliant thing about women. That's why women are more interesting than men. A man you can trust, basically. Even if he goes out and cheats on a woman. He can still be in love with his wife. Still be in love. But when a woman cheats on you, she's seriously angry at you, and she's probably over you. Am I right, women? So, but that makes women really interesting. You've got to keep an eye on them. You've got to make sure that they don't, that they're happy. That's what this show is about. Let's make women happy. women need to be made happy, and I don't think Team World makes women happy because they're against families, they're against cities, they're against local towns, they're against countries. Everybody's alike. They care more about some immigrant than they do about us. That's why I'm against Team World right now. I mean, I grew up a Team World supporter. So, am I right? What's going on? Is anybody writing anything, or no one's writing anything? What's going on here? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Does anybody want to add to that? Okay, hold on a second. Let's just see what this is. That's what this is. Sunday the 6th. 52 people watching. That is such good news. I know I've been told today, my friend Paul, who's on the radio tomorrow at 5 o'clock. He said to me, there are hundreds of thousands of people, and only 55 are on here. Yes, but this is a good 55. We're having a nice conversation. First of all, Alan Williams from Liverpool. Okay, who lives up? Okay, and you're a man. How old are you, Alan? How old is Alan, and how much do you weigh? This is Rupert Lowe. I don't believe that you're Rupert Lowe. Are you Rupert Lowe? You have a picture of Rupert Lowe, but I don't believe you're Rupert Lowe. Lewis thinks we've all gone. I don't think you've gone, and I thought we have about 500 people watching a day, and that's really good. And I'm enjoying myself. I'm really enjoying myself. I mean, you should. Say you put it, what is the things? You should go to subscribe, and you should, whatever, not to thank me. What is the thing called? Put the heart, say you like it. We're all Rupert now. I mean, maybe he's doing the right thing, Nigel Farage, by playing it like low key. Maybe he's under tremendous pressure from Team World. Okay, I may not have been a good girlfriend, but that's because the boyfriends were always bad. Yeah, but you know what? I read a book. Where is my book? It's called How to Stop Your Divorce by Homer McDonald. And it said, we can't control our boyfriend or wife, but we can change the way they feel about us by how we feel about them and how we act. And that's what I could have done. I could have loved people a bit more. And realize what I was doing to them. Yeah, men suffer emotionally, So this is not Rupert Lowe. So let people go on record as saying this is not Rupert Lowe. Team World, according to Claire, doesn't make the world happy. So that's where we are right now. We're talking about making women happy. Okay, you can be happy. It's just insane. Okay, you're 56 years old. And how tall are you too? Can you say how tall are you? How tall are you also, Alan? So Alan is 56 years old. He's 11 and a half stone, which sounds good. That's good. But how tall are you? You're 5, because women are very picky about that. But maybe you won't be picky, I mean, I'm 5'10". That's tall enough for a lot of people. But, when I'm next to other guys, like and subscribe. That's exactly right. Thank you, N8 Virgo. The reverse happens as well. Yeah, people get very unhappy. I do think there are cases, I've seen one or two, this is Marianne McCara Fitzpatrick saying this, where the woman did not appreciate the man she was with. Okay? And was mean to him. Didn't treat him well. Sad whenever that happens. Yeah, it's really sad. Where you think the man thinks he's doing the right thing, right? We're doing the right thing. It's not Rupert Lowe, because according to Archie Loom, he would know how to spell the word plagiarist. That's exactly right. Anyway, so you're 5'9", so you're similar to me, and you weigh less than I weigh. So how tall are you? Oh, how tall are you? Are you 5'9"? I mean, that's not particularly short. That's great. Okay. So Alan Williams, now you're 56 years old. Are you good looking? Relatively good looking? I was happily married for 40 years. My husband was 6'4". But remember, you got married 40 years ago at least. This is the worst Tinder ever. Well, at least it's better than Grinder. It could be a Grinder thing. Yeah, yeah. You're not bad looking. Is that what you're saying? Or you're good looking, Alan Williams? Alan Williams. So you live in Liverpool. When you're 56 years old, it doesn't matter whether you make a really great living. Are you starving? Are you going to take money from any of the beautiful women here? No, you're not. I hope you're not. I hope you're not. You're not going to do that. So we got Alan Williams. I mean, there's some really great girls on this thing. When I say girls, I mean all women. I'm old school. I'm old school. I'm old school. How tall are you, Lorna? Why do you want to know that? That's a bit personal. Kinsey is laughing out loud. Because you don't realize how great the people are. And women have been telling men, oh, don't talk to us on the street. Don't talk to us in a pub. Don't talk to us. Don't talk to us. Because women need to know a man before they love the man. They need to know everything. So when they first see a man, when you first see a man, they don't like the guy. Women don't like guys unless they're like really great looking and they remind them of other boyfriends who are amazing. Yeah, you got a tall son. She's 5'7", and your youngest son is 5 feet and 5'5.5". Oh my God! Well, that half is very important. And his wife is 5 feet. Yeah, we could talk about that. I'm against that, but people, I'm against that. Women, it's hard for a man to get a woman, and if a woman offers them to themselves and they're 5 feet, men don't care how tall a woman is, really. Basically, they're like smaller women, or a man has to exercise. I did a lot of exercising when I was with my girlfriend because she was a young woman, and she could throw a punch, so I had to be very careful. I like that Crocs said. What did Crocs say? That was so funny, Claire. So what is the point we're talking about? We're all over the place. Is that women? Is that there are lots of men around here, and you gotta love the guy. You gotta love the guy. Claire is on a roll now, saying Marianne is right. Is that me too, Crocs? What did Crocs say? That's N8. I say girls, not women too. Yeah. Well, my aunt, who died when she was 88 years old, she would say girls. That's what we would do. We would say girls. It's not an insult. You know what I mean? It's like I'm going out with the boys. It's like the boys. You boys, what are you boys up to? But if women get offended by it, then you shouldn't call them that. My nephews are huge. There's something good in the gene pool somewhere. Yeah, I mean, but yeah. What kind of girl? Which of the girls here, Alan, do you like? Do you like Lorna, or Joe, or Claire, or Kerry, or Lucy, or Kinsey? These are all good girls. Joodles. These are all good girls. And you're in Liverpool, which is in the middle of the country. You can go visit any of them. You can talk to them on the internet. We went to her family party, and we were frightened of standing on one of them. It was like Lilliput. Who is that? Who is this? Who are you talking about, Lorna? Who are you talking about, Lorna? Okay. Ladies or women? Is that what you're asking, Simon? What do you want to be called? Ladies or women? Do you want to be called ladies or women? What do you want to be called? Ladies or women? Ladies. Hello, ladies. Hello, women. Hello, ladies. The fact is, here's what the problem is. We've been taught that men and women are the same, are alike, and they want to be treated just the same. And that's our religion of this country. That's the globalist religion. Oh, your daughter, your short daughter-in-law's family. Let's be nice to her. She's part of the family. Good sport. Okay. The point is, the globalists are telling everybody women are just like men. They should be working. They should be playing sports. Do whatever you want to do. Have as much sex as you want to with all different kinds of men. Don't respect your marriage vows. Don't get married. Don't love your husband more than you love the state. The state is the most important thing. And so I believe that. That's what I believe. I see women and I just think that they're almost the same as me. Okay? But you're not. And that's what makes you brilliant. But, that are women as smart as me? Maybe now. Yeah. You could be as smart as me. Yeah. But is that the right thing? The state of the state is that you have different needs than men do, different desires. And you've been told, play sports, and then by the time you're ready to get married, you're very, very picky because you've been hanging out with all the guys playing sport. I recall in Western Canada, Paul Morris says, if I ever used the term lady, it would get told off, and they would shout, don't say that. Lady is a dog name. Well, it's true about saying, if you call someone a boy, what are you calling me a boy for? Whatever. Or you're a girl. I'm not a, what it is? Okay, are you on the Discord? Well, why don't you get on the Discord, Alan? Are there girls on the Discord where Alan can say, hey, Alan, tell me more about yourself. Tell me more about yourself. Like that. What do you like about Lewis? You can talk about me on the Discord. So we're going to make sure we're going to try to get Alan hooked up. Not that he needs any help. Alan looks like he doesn't need any help. I don't think you do. But if you think you need help, the girls are going to go, I don't want to go with this guy. He needs help. So I just said the wrong thing. Leslie is in the house. Hey, Leslie, we're trying to hook up Alan. He doesn't need any help. This is not for Alan. This is for the girls online here who this is the girls, the women online here. Leslie, how old are you? Again, I forgot. Slumber's in Denmark. You might be interested in a guy from Denmark. Hi, Leslie. Are you interested in Alan? That's too personal a question. She's 52. That's a perfect age. That's a perfect age is 52. And because Alan is 56 years old. And where do you live, Leslie? Where do you live? Where do you live? Do we need an invite to join the Discord? Do we? I don't know if we do. What's going on in Galdem? As I think I pronounce it. He lives in Horsham. That's a bit far away from Lewisham. You got to drive through London or around London on the M25. Am I right? Hey, I'll be back in a second. Okay. I'll be back in a second. I'm going to have the second half of my tea. Do you mind? Okay, I'll be back. What's the Zaxburger? All right, sorry about that. Thank you for sticking in. How many do we have on? How many are listening? How many have we lost? Please don't leave. Sound effects very mysterious. Okay. Why doesn't he do that before I sit down? Because I did do it. I drank 50 people. That's amazing. I did it before I sat down, and now I'm not doing. now I'm getting the second cup of tea, except I must have put the whole cup of tea in the thing, so I'm not getting it now. I've had 3 cups of tea today. It's some way similar. Some way we're similar, but girls in general are more open to talking and sorting and hope that it's changing. That guys are talking. No, guys are not talking because we get nowhere from talking. We're just staying away. I'm like, what do you like my kids? Because I get up and during the thing, I mean, I should maybe have music that I'm playing. Like this is music for just like people who are listening. Steve is in the house. Steve Cuff is here. Thank you, Steve. So we've got Alan. Alan is going on the whatchamacallit, on the Discord. Who knows about the Discord? Do you need to be sent an invitation to get on the Discord? Okay? Do you need an invitation? Okay, I'm not running it. There's so much to like about Lewis. Ugh, that's what Claire says. Hey, Hey, Adam is here. Good to see you. I'm on Leon C also. Okay, that's really great. Well, that's where Lewis Schaffer wants to go on holiday, in Eastbourne. I went on holiday for a weekend in Eastbourne. No, in places like that, places that no one wants to visit. You wouldn't go willingly to Eastbourne. And I stay in the Travel Lodge. I go to the or a bed and breakfast. I go to the charity shops. I go to the beach. I go to the Weatherspoons and eat in the Weatherspoons. Who doesn't love that? That's the greatest thing ever. Okay? I mean, I also wanted to take a little break. Why do I have to speak for an hour? We got 50 people here, which is really, really good. I really thank you for that. Remember, like, and subscribe. Like and subscribe. You need to come to Leon C. Lewis. Anna Firth's neck in the woods. Well, I'm afraid I run into her husband. And her husband's a big man. That's what I hear. I hope I'm on next week. I hope we could discuss Weatherspoons is great until you need the loo. Well, why, Kinsey? You can't walk to the loo. It's all the way in the back. It gives you a chance to get away from the person you're sitting with. That's what's great about the loos in Leon C. The loo, not in Leon C. in Weatherspoons. That's what's great about that. About the Weatherspoons. It's got great loos. They're all clean. I've never been in one that isn't. Broadstairs is amazing. I've been there. Ramsgate. What about the Ramsgate, Simon Arnold? I've been there too. Broadstairs. Yeah, good to see you. I've walked from Ramsgate. I think it's up through Broadstairs. I think it's up there, up to Margate. Yeah, I hope it's like that. Good to see you here, Adam Hudson. Yes, it is good. Is it Winstable? Is that a real place, Winstable? Is Winstable a real place? So, what have we decided? This is what I believe. Men and women are different, okay? Men and women are different, and I am afraid to say that they're different. We're very similar. You could basically give a woman testosterone and she'll start thinking like a man. You give a man estrogen, he might start thinking like a woman, I guess. But form follows functions. Gives you a chance to get away from the person you're sitting with. Do you think you might need new chums? Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, even with your chums, you need to be a break. The Philharmonic in Liverpool has amazing toilets. Is that the Weatherspoons place? I have not been to Liverpool in a long time. They did not like they. I don't know. I don't want to say. In Bolsover, where is Bolsover? Bolsover is over in Cornwall, right? Eastbourne's the sunniest town in Britain. Claire, that's just the people. It's rainy and horrible there. Maybe it's not. I judge a venue by the quality of the restrooms. Who doesn't? Women are better. Better at what? Women are better. Reykjavik Airport's toilets are beautiful. Are we going to talk about toilets? Or we'll do the Mars, Venus wired differently. Yeah, I mean, we are wired differently. We're different. That's what makes women so great. That's why, you look at a woman and you just say, I want to find out what she's thinking. And what she's thinking is she's looking over your shoulder, looking for another guy. Not everyone in Liverpool is like that, Lewis. I didn't say that, but I was thinking of a gig that I did there that didn't go that well. It was But Norfolk, where in Norfolk, Jay Evans? Where? Because I've been to Norfolk many times, and I've done gigs like up there in Dis and in all those different places. Along Cromer, I walked all along there. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Let's keep it that way. But what we talking about? So we've got Alan. Alan, are you done with? We done with Alan right now? Okay. So did we get an answer? How can we go? There are direct flights from Malta to Norfolk. The problem is I'm in South London. Are there direct flights from Gatwick? I love Norfolk, and you have family there. Thank you, Kerry. Can somebody answer the question about the Discord? Is that how do you get onto the Discord if you want to be onto the Discord? How do you? How do you? Is he making dinner? Who's making dinner? Who's making dinner? Okay. So, Alan Williams, are you sorted now for a lady, girl, woman? No, not a slag. Yes, a slag. You want to go out with a slag? You can do that too, because all women, basically, could be possibly, or I don't know. Don't say that. Don't say Lewis Schaffer said that all women are. No, but you can't judge women. You can't say you're nice and you're not nice. And you're not. You're not. Okay, Malta, EasyJet, British Airways. Which is the cheapest airline to Malta? Lewis is done with you. I'm not done with you. I'm just saying, are you done with Alan Williams? You got to talk to these girls. That's the thing. You got to talk to them. I mean, it's hard to talk to them because you can't tell. Coleman's mustards. That's Norfolk. That stuff's English and amazing. It's not my favorite. I like American mustard. My mom, the non-Armenian half, right? She's non-Armenian, is from Cromer in Norfolk. Yeah, Cromer's amazing. What is Discord, Leslie? Discord is like this chat with pictures, and I think you could talk to individuals separately or something like that. And it's a separate app, Discord, Discord. Lewis, you have the link for Discord. You can share it. I do have it. Where do I have it? Where do I have the disc? I don't have it. Like, I yelled at this girl because she gave me her phone number and I lost her phone number. So I asked for it a second time. And she just shouted, she didn't shout, but she got very angry at me. And that's what girls do. They just get angry because they think, oh, you're supposed to know this stuff. I don't have it. Kinsey, can you put it up? Kinsey, can you please put it up? Can also I ask you girls and guys like Lindsay and Kerry and Lorna and Ian to put an image on your on what I don't even know what this is called on your settings on YouTube. I haven't dated for a quarter of a century. It's pathetic. Well, can I just tell you something? Why haven't you dated for a quarter of a century? And try to make it seem like it's exciting. So the girl will be interested because they want a guy like me, Lewis Schaffer. It looks like I'm like a real winner. Depends on when you're coming. But I use either Ryanair or EasyJet. How much could it cost? What's the lowest you paid? I can't due to work. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. You can't put any kind of image at all. My mom worked for them. Hull, in Hull. Reckitt Coleman's. Yeah, it's a big company, isn't it? Tea has carbs. Tea doesn't have carbs. It has the minimum amount of carbs. I think it has 2 grams of carbs for a cup of tea. Okay. Let's get back up here. Download the app for Discord. I know, Ian. I have family in Attleboro. Spent loads of time in Norfolk. Yeah. I don't know why we got 55 now. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Kinsey. I don't know why. Yeah, that's great. It's flat and nice, and you go a little inwards, and it's all old ex-wet territory that's been salvaged, like the Dutch people. Yeah, I'm always thinking about going to Malta. I liked it a lot. I have a very happy week memory with my friend. I can't share Discord link on here. Okay, so what do I do to do it? Hey, Simone, how are you? Are you going to Peckham Rye later? I've been to Peckham Rye already. Probably not. Downloaded Discord and subscribed, but you still need a code. Well, what does that mean? A code for what? Should we put the code here? Norfolk is quite untouched. I think it's completely touched. It's all farmland. There's no woods. It is no. You're right. It is touched. Is it untouched by the by the mass of people coming in here who don't love this country? Okay, why are you planning on coming to Peckham Rye Park? Why can't we share it? This is the question. Both my parents came from Belfast, but I was born here. I'm English, or am I Northern Irish? I would call you English. Are my kids English? Their father was American, born in America, and their mother was born in Scotland, so they're Scottish. Are you English, Columbus? Kinsey understood. Okay, compared to the North, Lewis, it's untouched. Well, I think I know what you're on about. You can't put links on YouTube. Only YouTube moderators can share hyperlinks. Okay. Luton to Malta that you went in 2026 is £82. Return with Ryanair looks the cheapest. Is that a return? So it's a return. £82. I mean, it's not that much money because it's all the way on the other side of Italy. But you're still looking for like £19. I have Discord downloaded for a local community group. How can I get the code to join? I don't know anything about this thing, and I'm afraid to be on Discord because I think it's creepy if I'm there. Can share the link. Lewis Schaffer can share the link. He can also put it in the description. It's £42 each way. Well, I'm not planning on moving there. So just thinking of staying for a week. Just basically £10 a day if you're going to stay for a week, or 11. I was conceived in Great Yarmouth. Yeah, I've holidayed in Great Yarmouth, Luan. I holidayed there. I've holidayed there, so I got to do something about the Discord thing. All right, let me see where Discord is on my magic phone. Everybody, take out your magic phones. Discord. Are you English, Columbus? Okay, Discord. Discord. There it is. Okay. Winstable Kent. So not Winstable Kent is not the same as Whitstable Kent. Okay. I will do a video and post it to you on your Twitter. Yeah, do that. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, there are a few people on my Twitter. Maybe some people are watching here. They're watching me to see whether I'm saying something horrible about the disabled community. 1/4 of the population of this country could claim disability. Okay? So they're looking for something that I'm saying where I'm saying I hate, like I'm some kind of Himmler-like Nazi. Okay, it's a chat room for the community. Okay, so let me see how to do this. I'm at home. What is this? I don't know. I don't even know. It's hard for me to even see what I'm looking for. I see Kinsey's in there. That's really great. Maybe Kinsey can write down something for me to write down. Would Kinsey do that? Okay. We have 63 people. Oh, that's so great. That is really great. I don't remember what the record is, but we're approaching it. We're approaching it. Corbyn's new party will probably forbid pubs and alcohol. You know what? Yeah. Yes. It was described to me by, Slumbert says this, but it was described to me by Ben Shapiro, not to me, but he was saying if there's one person at the picnic who's allergic to walnuts, just let's play it safe. Nothing with walnuts. So let's say you made a walnut cake. Alan Williams, 63, yes. Let's say you made a walnut cake, or someone made a walnut cake. Well, we can't have it because there are a few people there because Joe's kid can't have any walnuts, right? Rather than telling Joe, you're screwed. We're having a walnut cake here. Don't eat the walnut cake. Yeah, that's what everybody is saying. Everybody like and share this thing. And just say you're enjoying talking to me. Just say, don't oversell it because people are going to see this. Whitstable, my spelling is woke. Is that what you're saying? What is Winstable? It's Whitstable. I've done gigs in Whitstable. It's lovely. It's great. It's one of those towns that used to be great and they got run down and then became something. This chat is enough, says Kerry. It might be enough, but some people maybe want more. I don't know what they want. Exactly. I'm walnut cake. 1 hour and 50. Thank you very much, Simon. But and that's what they're saying. And the Muslims, and personally, I'm against over drinking, but I don't think it should be made illegal. And I think you should be able to walk into to whatchamacallit, to Weatherspoons and have a couple of drinks. You should be able to do that. You should, but everybody should know drinking may be not the best thing to do. But that's what I'm saying. And so we're talking about Corbyn's political party. Corbyn, he's against Israel because he's a globalist, and Israel is a state, and the globalists are against nation states. They're against England and America and Romania and France being France. They want to have one country, one big country. Europe is the leader of the world, and they want the world to be taken over by the globalist empire, and that's what it is. I had 3 Pims. I did, and then I gained a kilo. Thank you, Kerry, for reminding me. I'm a bad boy. We all drink too much, and drinking. I haven't drunk that much in a year. Maybe I don't even know when. Where's Lucy? Where did Lucy go? Try take my blood pressure, when you're dying on stage. Well, I took it here, and Lucy yelled at me. She said that was really bad to take the blood pressure here because I wasn't talking, because I couldn't talk. You can't talk when you're doing your blood pressure. I was watching the Ozzy Osbourne Back to the Beginning show yesterday, 10 hours. I got through 8 cans of beer and 1/4 bottle of Jack Daniels. What is that? I like Ozzy Osbourne, but he's a perfect example of how, I don't know what's happened to him, whether it was the alcohol or the drugs, or maybe he was living with Sharon Osbourne, but it basically took the life out of the guy. He became a shaking. It's like, look at me. I'm not as healthy as I was. I used to be a lot smarter than I am now. I listen to myself and I say, this guy's lost a step. We haven't done your blood pressure today. Do you want to do it? I've been told I shouldn't do my blood pressure. And there's no dancing, Marianne, when I'm doing my blood pressure. Slumbert. She's saying to Slumbert also, okay. Free the Lucies. Good name is Lucy. Anyway, but that's not a real name. Waterspoons was amazing. Not sure if it's still going. What is Waterspoons? I picked my nose there. I shouldn't have picked it. Funny enough, I think Osborne is the most sane person in the family. Well, what do you expect? I mean, Sharon Osbourne, her dad was like I'm not going to say what her dad was. He might come up from the dead. He was very scary. Yeah. And the kids were raised in America. They were like English kids raised in America. And they have that weird, funny little accent or something. It's like, Funny enough, I think Osborne is... Okay, right. That's what Mark Thorosian says. Ozzy spent so long pretending he didn't have Parkinson's. He obviously had Parkinson's. Yeah, maybe he did. You know what? Parkinson's is one of those diseases. I mean, it's basically, it's caused by too much carbs and too little animal fat. Basically, you shouldn't do it. Maltese Phil, his blood pressure is 155/75. Is that good? Well, they would say that's not good. That's not good, 155. What is the heart rate? Tell me what the heart rate is, too. Waterspoons is a book restaurant. Not know that. I know what Waterspoons. Waterspoon, not Waters. Oh, I see. You're making a joke. Sorry, Archie. Sorry. If I had a beer now, I'd be ruined. What do you mean you'd be ruined? Forever? Parkinson's is caused by not eating meat. That's funny. I know you don't believe that, but I would say that that's true. You see these people with Parkinson's, they're super skinny. Okay? Pulse 71, yeah. I would say, well, what is 155 times 71? You get that number. If it's above 9,000, I think you're in trouble. Discord is an app that groups use to communicate with, like a private message board. It's a personal private message board. It says Mary Ann McCara. I mean, I hope you're on it. I mean, because there are people who want to talk to each other here, and YouTube doesn't let you talk to each other. You know what? You don't want to say anything bad about me either. So you have Discord, you can do that. Okay. I think if you multiply 155, I'll do that right now. I'll do it right now. Which is, I'll do that right now. Hold on. 155 times 71 is 11,005. I would say that that's high. Should you take any pills for that? That's another question. You should start measuring yourself all the time. Okay? Measure yourself. Everyone is here. It's true. Everyone is here. No one, there's not one new person here. We got to get some new people to come in. Why do we have people who stay all this time, but we don't have any new people? You know, maybe we are the only people who tolerate hearing or talking like this, maybe. Okay, many of us are on it. That's right. On the Discord, yeah. I'm not sure about the meat thing and Parkinson's. Older people with it are not the vegan parade. They're not the vegan parade, but they're They are. They might not have eaten enough meat, or they're alcoholics. You know what? I forgot what causes Parkinson's, but it's from very bad eating. That's what I believe in. Just shout, "Hey Joe," from the car windows, and several people wave. Yeah, it's a popular name, Joe. Okay. Leslie is not sure about Parkinson's. Well, I am. I am sure about the Parkinson's. You know, exactly. And they smoked cigarettes. They had alcohol. And or have you heard about the lectins and Parkinson's? Google that. Google lectins and Parkinson's. I can't write anything here. Why am I not allowed to write anything on this live stream? I'm not allowed to write anything. I'm not allowed to write anything. I'm not allowed to write anything. But I think what it is there's a type of lectins. There's a type. Oh my God! Now I don't even remember this because maybe I have the problem. I'm gonna Google this. What it says about lectins. You guys just bear with me a second. Lectins and Parkinson's. There we go. There we go. It says it in AI. It says it in AI. That's amazing. Okay, don't go anywhere. How do I write this thing? It says, here's what it says. Pay attention to this because this is research suggests a potential link between dietary plant lectins, what exactly is a lectins, okay, and the development of Parkinson's disease, specifically through the gut-brain axis, which is called the vagus nerve, right? It says Parkinson's disease is increasingly recognized as a disorder of the gut-brain axis, meaning that the health of the gut can influence the brain and vice versa. Gastrointestinal issues are common in early stages of Parkinson's, and a compromised intestinal barrier has been reported, suggesting a role for gut-derived factors in the disease. Studies have shown that lectins can be transported from the gut to the brain, potentially affected dopaminergic neurons, which are crucial to Parkinson's. Okay, so look up lectins, 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 look that up, right? Michael J. Fox is the world's biggest individual donor to Parkinson's research. I'm not the biggest fan of Coldplay, but the Gainsborough set with Michael when they sang "Fix You" made me cry. Well, it's sad, but does he have Parkinson's? I don't believe he's got Parkinson's. And there's a couple of rumors going around about that. I'm not saying anything. I don't know anything. But you should look up the word lectins and Parkinson's disease. Okay? They're trying to make it seem like it's not food related, but it has to do with eating all sorts of carbs, all sorts of seed oils. Okay? And the fact And even there's an article in Michael J. Fox's Parkinson's research that talks about this. I've read that many, many times. All this talking about food has made me craving cream cheese on date. Oh my God, well, I love that. Well, that's an American thing, Marianne McCara, is that I've eaten so much of that. I used to have the cream cheese on date nut bread. Do we have anything like date nut bread in this country? I haven't seen it. I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen it. Mushrooms calm Parkinson's down. Yeah, maybe because they're not a plant. Maybe that's what you shouldn't be eating. Who's got Parkinson's here? Google that. And I'm not saying you can cure it, but you might be able to prevent some of it from causing such problems. Am I right? So date loaf bread. Yeah, there's date loaf bread here. No, you know what it's very similar to, Kerry? It's similar to that very thick sorrel loaf. What is it called? The last few shops I've tried to select items with no seed oils. I managed, but it took twice as long to do my food shop. Well, here's the rule. You want to eliminate seed oils. Do not eat processed food. Do not eat plant food, because plant foods have seed oils. But it is worth it. Is it worth it, Mark? I mean, saurine. Is it saurine? I used to buy that. And it wasn't even that huge a loaf, but I used to put cream cheese on it, this thick. It wasn't as good as date nut bread, because date nut bread has dates. Now, I'm talking like this, I'm not even hungry, because I have now convinced that I'm just a different person, and I want to be so thin because I want to walk around the house, not this house. I want to walk around and have my beautiful wife look at me, or girlfriend look at me. Yes, it's thick and sticks to your teeth. Yeah, it's not good. Food that sticks to your teeth are not good, but that's maybe not the cause of bad rotten teeth. What's the cause of rotten teeth is a high carb diet. Okay, it's worth taking a bit longer, but to do the food shop, to get healthier food. This is what I do. Raw meat. That's all we're doing. Raw meat and eggs. Start with that. Raw meat, eggs, and cheese. And then you'll see how little it takes to go food shopping. Because most of the supermarket, you got the cheese over here, the milk over here, the meat in the back. It's this way. All the aisles. Oh, look at these arms. I don't know if this doesn't look that good. Anyway, all the aisles in the middle are are stuff you don't need to eat. They're all the processed, the breads and chips and crisps and everything in the middle aisle. Okay. Look up Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd did a skit as Marty and Doc on Jimmy Kimmel. Is Parkinson's dad. Thank you for calling me dad. But I think you're calling me dad. Is it? Yeah, he's got a disease. Something bad happened to him. Okay, I'm not saying something bad hasn't happened to him, but is it Parkinson's? If you're from Parkinson's, you think I'm anti-Parkinson's. I'm not anti-Parkinson's. Okay? Cheese, milk, steak, and eggs are Mark Thoriason's staples. I use beet dressing instead of oils, apart from olive oil. I don't even cook with olive oil. We don't even have any olive oil in the house because it oxidizes. It's good, but it's not great. It's good for rubbing on your body when we do gladiator matches. Lorna, that's what we're going to do. The point is N8 Virgo, is that he definitely has something wrong with him. I'm not saying that. But is it what they call Parkinson's, which is different than other things? I think when Trump has finished the with RFK as his health secretary, he's going to call in Lewis Schaffer. You know what? People didn't like RFK. I think he's doing a great job. I don't agree with everything that he says, but thank you, Alan. Every one of these questions is so important. Aren't they important? Tell me something that you're saying I'm wrong with. I appreciate, Sam, you're saying that. I appreciate that. N8 Virgo, you're saying that. Hunter and Gather do seed oil-free mayonnaise. It's not cheap, though. Yeah, well, Hunter, what is it called? Hunter and Gather. I look for mayonnaise. Mayonnaise isn't bad because isn't it like raw eggs? And they used to make it with beef, whatever, tallow, beef fat. I'm writing it down. What is it called? Hunter and Gather. Where do you get that from? I mean, the problem is I'm in a dry area when it comes to food. I'm in Nunhead. I mean, I wish I lived closer to central London. I did go into, what's the place I went into? Into Borough Market. I just ate poached eggs. This is what Steve Pirate says. Poached eggs on toast and strawberries and cream. My job is physical. I burn off the fat. Plus, I drink ginger tea. Nutrition is the key to happiness. Yeah, I don't think it's perfect what you're eating, but maybe it's not perfect for me. Every time I post a picture, a lot of times I always say, please, I hope I'm going to live, because I might be wrong. I might be wrong. I think I might be wrong. My blood pressure is high. Maybe it's killing me. Supermarkets are laid out with psychology in mind, pardon the pun, regardless of whether we should or not eat a particular thing. I love you, Dad. Am I your dad? Is that who you're calling? Anyway, yeah, we should eat poached eggs. I eat poached eggs too, but the eggs are running in the middle. It's basically like poached because I don't eat the white bit. You know, do I eat toast? I'm stopping eating toast until I get down to my basic weight, and even then I can't eat as much. I've stopped eating as much bread. Bread is addictive. It's delicious. Okay, Bragg. So what does Judith say? She says she's laughing out loud at Crocs. What are you laughing? Okay. No, they want us to walk around. They don't want us to just buy the first thing and then leave. They want us to be there. That's totally fine. You can't get mad. Most mayonnaise has rapeseed oil. I buy the Hunter Gather one also. It's not cheap. Where do you buy it from? Adam Hudson. Okay. I think you pronounce N8 as Nate. Okay, I'll call him Nate. I call him Nate. That's what he just called you, H.A. What did I call, are you talking to me? Okay, wait. I don't know. Okay, Danish remoulade is filled with different things. Remoulade. What is remoulade? It sounds French, according to Slumber. What is that? Yeah, there are so many things you can eat. And the things that we shouldn't eat are things that have either had the good stuff replaced with bad stuff, or hunter-gatherer, they sell direct online, but I got the last 3 for 2 type offer at Tesco. Okay. Sad thing is the Tesco, I mean, it's relatively close by here. It's on the Old Kent Road, or maybe it's one of those roads over there in, I don't even know, right there. Okay, the hashtag was funny, says Alan Williams. What did you say? Okay, Adam. So we're gonna go online. We're gonna go online because, I mean, I do buy mayo here. My kids buy mayo. I don't know. England Nathan is Nath. New York Nathan is Nate. What do you want to be called, Nath? What do you want to be called? And we'll obey what he wants us to call him, right? What do you want to be called? We're trying to be as loving as possible. You know, trying to be as loving as possible. But I mean, what is my main concern? My main concern is not having pain. If being fat meant that I could wake up in the morning and get out of bed without pain. If I was able to move my arm without pain. Where I could move my finger without pain, if I didn't have psoriasis all over, whether I could get the downstairs working, you know, so I can make at least one woman happy, you know, that she could feel love from me. Okay, that's the number one concern. What's your concern? You know, the second concern. Yeah, and also the sleep apnea. Then I don't want to have bleeding gums. I don't want to have gout. I don't want to have plantar fasciitis. Pain is awful. It's debilitating. I was 55 years old when the Asden Kent Road has better food. Yeah, I like the Asda. It's also a bit closer to me. Yeah, I haven't been there in a while. Let me write that down, Simon. Okay, Asda. Okay, Asda. Asda's owned by or used to be owned by Americans. Anyway, I did not want to be in pain. I didn't want to be in pain. And I lost weight. I've told this story before. I lost weight. Remember, I lost weight. And I woke up one day and I think, where'd my pain go? Wait a second, my psoriasis isn't here anymore. Right? And I was in I was in good shape. And then, because I was weighing about 77 kilograms. Then I started Plantar is not fun. Plantar fasciitis, Leslie. Yeah, it is totally not fun. I mean, if you put a ball under your feet, it can go away. But you don't want that, and that's caused carbs, and being fat causes that. Have you ever tried zinc for your... Yes, I did try that. I think you're asking me, Lorna. I did try zinc. And then I thought to myself, I can't be adding pills, because you add 25 or 50 milligrams of zinc, and the next thing you know, you've got to add potassium to make sure the zinc is right. And if you're adding potassium, you've got to add sodium. And if you're adding... this is not true. But so I just decided no more zinc. Nobody can make a woman happy. They have their own agenda. I think you can make them happy. I think you can just look at a woman and say, I love you, I love you, I love you. Hey, Annette, how are you? Hey, Annette, where are you coming in from? Anyway, and Nate gets called Crocs. That was his original name. This podcast makes my evening. Thank you very much, Claire. Well, you being on here makes my evening. The point is, number one, my concerns is eliminate pain. Number two is cancer prevention. I don't want to have cancer, okay? I mean, that doesn't mean you can't live with cancer. You can't be just as pretty after you've had cancer than before, thinking of certain people. But I believe that cancer is caused by little particulate matters that go into the mitochondria and causes irritation, which causes the mitochondria of the cell to mischarge. And because it feels like it's possibly sick and dying, it multiplies without control. And the only way it grows is with carbs. Okay? And so that's what I'm thinking. I don't want... so what did I say? Number one was get out of bed. Get out of bed. And not be depressed. And I was depressed. Do I seem depressed now? I'm not depressed. I mean, obviously I'm happy right now. Okay? But I'm not depressed. Okay? Number one. What did I say? I can't even remember. My memory is shot. I don't want to get cancer is number 3. And number 4 is I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be fat. I want to look beautiful. I'm in England. Used to catch you on GB News. Thank you very much for coming here. Everybody, let's give Annette a round of applause for coming in. Thank you, Annette. Annette is a beautiful name. Self-talk. So that's what I'm trying to do. Number 1 is to get out of bed, is to not get sick. I think number 5 is just to prove that the medical establishment is wrong. Right? That's what I want to do. I'm proving that they're wrong. I'm saying, because they say you can't eat meat. Meat causes gout. Meat causes this. Meat causes that. You can't eat it. And I'm eating it. I'm giving you the multiple arrest made as GB News host gets attacked. Apparently done. Oh my God. Who is this? Kinsey? Who is this? Oh my God. We got 58 people watching. That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Number 6, clean your flat. Yeah. Yes, clean my flat. I need to have a clean flat. When you can't get out of bed, you can't clean your flat. When you think you're going to die, you can't clean. What number was I clean my flat? But I also want to be attractive to women. That's what I was saying. I want to be hard. I don't know. It popped up on my phone. Oh my God, that's really bad news by Palestine Action. Yeah, let them come into the country, everybody. They don't realize that they're hurting themselves. Let me just see what the GB News thing is. I mean, I have an app there. I like the GB News people. Alex Armstrong. Oh my God, that guy is lovely. He's like really he's not a bad guy. Is that who it is? How do you do a number 1 on XP? I'm desperate. What does XP mean? Alan Williams. It popped in. Is it Alex Armstrong? Let's just see. Let's just see what's happened. Let's just see what happened. No, really. Maybe we'll have, I don't know. I don't want to have police stationed out of the thing. That's that's the BBC. Okay. It was GB News that reported it. Let me just see what that is. If anybody could find out any information. It's not interesting for me to be reading this online. I love GB News, where I first saw you. They had I don't know whether they knew who I was. It was basically Martin Gourlay, great guy, and Andrew Doyle. He's that great guy, and they kept me on. And they're keeping me on now. I don't know why they are. They could be because they want to keep the GB News people happy because I'm a fan favorite. That's what they say. But what happened to him, I think, was he attacked. I'll try to see if you can get it. Now that I'm getting your say. I don't want your say. Did you hear that, Columbus? That's not good. 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 I can't see this. Let me see if I can see it. Watch. Home news. Let's see what the news is. We're looking. Watch. Remember, it might not be such a poshy neighborhood around here. I don't see it on this thing. I don't see it. Rosie Duffield warns Labour has no convincing story, unquote, and rotten foundations under Keir Starmer. It basically is true. We've divided into two countries. One is extreme left and one is extreme right. And extreme left has Palestine on the side. Okay. Let's see. It's Alex Armstrong. He is lovely. He's not even super famous. I see it on GB News app. I just found it. Alex is lovely, yeah. Alex is lovely. I mean, it's not even somebody you could have a quibble with. I don't have a quibble with. Eating mainly meat improves my mood, What and I says. Yes, improve your mood and other things become more manageable. That's exactly true. And I became more because I was eating meat, I actually felt like I could live. I could live. Be attractive to women. That's why I eat. I am low carb. There are other ways of being low carb. Keir Starmer is like New Labour without the Britpop. Yeah, if he's going to speak out, the problem is there has to be a political party in favor of Palestinian action. There has to be that, and then people have to see. Well, we don't like that. We don't want that. I guess that's what he's saying. Okay. He's okay, he says on Twitter. He's okay, yeah. Well, there was somebody else who got punched. I'm not going to mention who else got punched. I mean, he made an announcement himself. But I don't think it was because of that. I just thought it was a simple mugging. Imagine being so stupid that you genuinely believe that Lewis wanted to starve people. Yeah. Imagine being so stupid that this is what Alan Williams says, that I wanted to starve people. And imagine you're so desperate for attention that you don't even care what the truth is. So you just say, I'm gonna bring Lewis Schaffer down so that people pay attention to me. That's what they are. They don't care because they're on a high carb diet. A lot of these people, which is why they're disabled. They're on a high carb diet. Imagine being so right. Thank you very much, Lewis. Alex is okay. He has tweeted. Yeah, he's okay. But you know what it is? It's scary. This is very, very scary. This is scary. And the truth is maybe will there be another terrorist incident in this country? Will there be an October 7th, 2007, whatever, with the trains and the buses? Okay. Will there be another one? Will there be planes hijacked? Will there be buildings blown up? Yeah, there will be. Possibly. I hope there isn't. So we should say a prayer for them. It should not happen in this country. Lorna Hitchison. I don't know. It's not good. How many people are watching? How many people? 58 still? Imagine being so desperate for attention that you say that disabled people should be charged. That's funny. There are 50 people. Yes, imagine that. Imagine that. Okay? Yeah. I mean, I said it. I didn't say that. I'll tell you why I said it. I said it because it just shows that when you want to help, when you want to help people so badly, right? There are no solutions. Okay, Lewis. You can't say they're on a high-carb diet. It's their mindset. Yes, I can. I'm saying every single person who's on disability, except the maybe 5 or 10%, who are paralyzed because you're in a you were in an automobile accident. Okay? Yeah. They're disabled. So, yes, they are. I was disabled. Why was I disabled? I wasn't in a wheelchair, but I could barely walk. I wasn't in a, I was high carb. I was high carb. I say, do you disagree with me, Leslie? I do believe that. I believe that high carb diets cause illness, and not like my friend Tristan. He sent me a list of all the diseases from 1600, and he said how many of these diseases are caused by high carb, and there were so few people getting sick and dying. I said maybe some of them, but the diseases today. My husband was disabled, and I don't feel offended. He was very useful to me. My life is crap without him. What was the matter with him, Lorna? And I'll tell you, he was on a high-carb diet. Looks like a high-carb diet gets you a free car from the... Yes. And I'm sorry, Lorna. It's sad. It's sad when your husband... I mean, look at my girlfriend. She was a young girlfriend. She had some old geezer guy who was basically disintegrating in front of her eyes. And I saved myself. And the cars are not free. We shouldn't be giving out cars at all. Not on disability, but epidural going in twice wrecked me, not carbs. Well, why did you need an epidural? This is where the Lewis Schaffer is unlovable. I'm unlovable. I'm just saying, I'm saying to everyone here, your life will physically improve when you go low carb. I believe that. This is what I believe. I'm anti-plants. Do not eat plants. I'm going to take your word on this and avoid carbs. Currently, feet are in an ice bucket to reduce plantar pain. Exactly. Yes, if you reduce carbs. Maybe a bit of gout, too. Maybe have your uric acid. I got a uric acid tester. Oh, Lewis, do not go near the epidural debate. Okay, sorry about that, Joodles. I'm going to step into it. Why is there all this, all this diabetes in pregnant women? Because they're, whatever. My husband did eat lots of carbs. He had a mystery illness. Yes, exactly right. It's mystery illness. It's called hyperglycemia, too much sugar. Okay, yeah, I believe that. Here's the thing. If you want to say, Lewis, I don't find this kind of talk attractive, I'm going to sign out. You could sign out. I don't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to, I love talking like this because it gives me a chance to save a life as my life has been saved. I'm now hitting on girls as if I'm like a real human being and a real man because I was on a low carb diet. Okay, Annette is saying, what are you saying? You're speaking to Joe. You're laughing a lot, you're crying a lot, you're praying a lot, you got a lot of love. That's what Annette is saying. I think that's what it's saying. Get the spoons out. What about the spoons? Nearly 50% of our economy is tax. If people are struggling, should we blame A, Lewis, or B, the government? We have to blame ourselves because anybody who wants payments gets payments, including me. I was in bad shape. When I was in America, the guy my psychiatrist wanted to put me on disability in America, and I was like really young. Probably wasn't even 37 years old. Like a real man. Yes, like a real man. I'm not like a real man. You don't have to necessarily be able to get an erect to be a real man. But it could help. Don't forget you're soft, willy wum. Yes, you don't forget it. You want to be there for the woman. And if you can't be there for the woman thinks, oh my God, this guy doesn't love me. This is the way people are. If a woman doesn't want to have sex with you, you think the woman doesn't love me. I know Lewis doesn't agree, but I've been to the gym recently and feel so much better for it. The gym can help. Don't overdo the gym. I got my friend, he fasts 4 days a week, and he runs like 10 miles a day. Too much. But then again, I've started to exercise because I now go out and I walk for 15,000 steps a day, right? Judas is screaming in laughter. Who are you screaming in laughter at? He's not a real man, but he's like a real man. Yeah. Well, I've been tested down there to see if it's working, to see if the, you know, I don't know if we're allowed to discuss this online. We like to discuss it. It's not just about getting hard. It's also about, like, you know, is the stuff coming out? Is the stuff in good shape? You know, these are questions you have to ask. You know, you know, does the stuff look good? Is it going the right direction? Is it going fast enough? You have to ask these questions to everybody. This show makes my afternoon, says Mark. Thank you very much. Pilates, too, could be good. It could be good. Maybe that's even better because it's less like, but lifting weights. I'm going to start lifting weights because I want to have strong muscles. I mean, this doesn't look bad, but I just want to feel, right now I'm in good shape. I want to be skinny and strong. A big benefit of the gym or a walk is the chance to clear your mind. Yes, it is. You're going somewhere. Get out of the house. Get out of the house. Get out of the house. Okay. They're important questions. What are the important questions? What are you saying to Jew's Harp outro? I should have that now. My sister-in-law is a nurse in that department. I may probe her and see what she suggests. What department? The down there department? How to increase your fertility? How do you increase your fertility? You raise your cholesterol level, because testosterone or estrogen is made with cholesterol. So my cholesterol is sky high. But that's, you know, after a while you don't care. But when you go low carb, your body is not filled with carbs. Buy electric drums, good sweat, headphone. Yeah, could do that. I was totally screwed, induced, no sleep, epidural in twice, and dead left leg over. Dead left leg over since. But hey, still trying to get past it. I don't remember what you said. If I saw you, I'd have to say go on low carb and just see how that goes. And read more about it, because it's very hard to be low carb. You don't want to be in a situation like me. I go out, and every time I see a fruit tree, I take the fruit, or I go into a shop. I don't do this anymore as much. But you have to really be convinced about low carb. I believe in low carb. Maybe we should pray for Joe. You don't, are you? Serious. What does this mean? Is it you're talking to me? Annette, what am I saying? Is it going in the right direction? Says Judas likes this kind of dirty talk. Yeah. Well, when you go in for IVF, they take a test, and the test questions are, how much of it do you have coming out? Okay? And I had very little coming out. Is it going in the right direction, or is it just wandering around? Is it shaped properly? Okay. And then there's a fourth question, which I forget what it is. So there's four of those questions. That she's in the down there department. Yeah, because it's like about stealing fruit. Yeah, because from the wild trees in the park, and we have a wild tree here on the estate. It was the epidural accident. Yeah, it could be bad. That's why you got to stay away from doctors. Stay away from doctors. Okay. No, I mean the latter. SPE. Yes, that. I shouldn't be talking about that, because you want to fall in love with me. You want to know. I'm okay now, and it's getting better. I used to be in total pain. I might have a disease. Who knows if I have a disease? I had. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying 6 years ago, I was in very bad shape physically, and now I'm not. Can your son hear this? My son can hear this, but he has asked me not to speak to him, and so he's not responding to me. He's not responding, and he probably doesn't like this, because he grew up a lot with his mother, and his mother is very, very private, very secretive, and I'm the opposite. This is so open, this chat. I feel I am in a relationship with everybody. Yeah, maybe. You know what? I'm not asking you to talk about your SPERM, whatever. I'm telling you about mine, and because mine. And I had to do it. I took the test twice. It got better the second time, but it's still not as perfect as it should be, even for a 68-year-old. Okay. So what are we saying? Why were you bad 6 years ago? I was bad because I was a really bad eater. I became a carnivore 6 years ago. 7 years ago, I lost weight. So I was on a very high carb diet. And so I was in bad physical shape. I would sit there, and women, they need a lot of attention. They want attention, and I couldn't give them the long-term attention that you women want. I'm not sure I can do it now, since my girlfriend left me last year. Anyway, you suffered with cramp for years, stopped using salt, and was cured. Yeah, there's reason for this. We shouldn't be using... I had leg cramps too, incredible pain. I take magnesium twice a day, 500 grams. Twice a day. I have lots of fruit trees, according to Lorna Hutchinson. You can come and steal from them. You sound like you just had a bucket of dirty water in your... No, magnesium helps. Which magnesium do you take? I take magnesium glycinate. It's been recommended. Okay, all right. So I have lots of fruit trees. Okay, it sounds like... Okay, magnesium helps. I don't even mention my kidney disease. I've got stage 3B kidney disease. That's not right. But I had that 15 years ago. You say the nicest things, Pete. What are you saying to Annette? What are you saying to Annette? Pete. Hi, Joodles. What are you saying? What did you say? Anyway, read what? What should I read, Joodles? If you're ever in doubt, the answer to everything is carbs. I'm looking at you. The answer to everything is carbs. Yeah. You can be totally healthy without carbs. So why do you need carbs? Okay, you're going to get some magnesium, man. It's so dirt cheap. You can get like 360 pills cost 23 pounds. I'm on ZipFit. That's where I'm advertising for them. I'm not advertising. Okay, but it's good. It's good for falling asleep. It's good for lots of different things. And it's not like zinc. It's like, maybe it is like zinc, but it's good. 30 years ago, we were all misled. Eat Mediterranean diet, they said. Pasta, rice, and lots of veg. I made loads of pasta and got fat. Yeah, pasta is not good for you. In the way, a little bit occasionally. What is that called? Quinin. It's not called quinin. It's not called quinine. It's called something. Lewis, do you ever ask Grok questions just to find out how its minds works? I do. I was answering questions today. We had somebody... I had Paul over. We did our radio show for tomorrow at 5:00. I'm just picking myself up off the floor, Lorna. Judas is laughing a lot. This is what I'm saying to you, ladies. This is one of the things I wanted to discuss. Is I love you, ladies. If you send me a picture of yourself in a bikini, I will fall in love with you. I will fall in love with you. I don't care if you're insane or if you're not insane. Diuretics stop my leg cramps. Possibly, yeah. Quinine. Yeah. The point is, noodles. I mean, I know the Chinese people eat noodles, but they also are running around in the fields for years and years. Raw brisket, raw eggs, butter, cheese. That's what I eat, Annette. That's what I eat. Raw brisket, raw eggs, yolks. You can eat the whites, but I don't eat the many whites. Butter. I eat about 20 grams of butter a day or more. Cheese. I eat lots of mozzarella cheese, Parmesan, quinine. Thank you, Archie. When it is hot, I will eat melon chopped up and some cold boiled eggs. Yeah, I mean, fruit is all right, but it's not a panacea. It's not going to save your life. They're always saying it's going to save your life. It's not going to save your life. Joodles. I can't help being bad, Lorna says. Noodles was a mistake. Yes, noodles. And I grew up on noodles. Egg noodles, white noodles, all kinds of noodles. It was the scrote. Okay, I did have a lot of tiramisu the other. Why do you remember that? You shouldn't have it. You shouldn't have it. You're going to say, oh, Lewis, you're a hypocrite. Well, I've gone 3 days on a low-carb diet, and I've lost like 2 kilos. And I'm getting more and more and more attractive. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting more and more and more attractive. At least to myself. I hope I am. I hope I am. You know? And I had 3 PIMs. Would you stop that, Carrie? Would you stop? You people are bad because whenever you see me eat, don't have a perfect diet, but I'm maybe about 95% raw. Well, not raw. Maybe I'm about 95% carnivore. Indian tonic water, but bad for platelets. That could be good for you, but you can't eat this stuff as drugs, and that's what we're told to do. Tux ladies will look into carbs. I don't know what that means. Don't say goodbye the next time, Annette. I don't want to see you ever go. I don't want to see you ever go. But you can go. Anybody can go. Lots of cheese is no good for the heart, etc. Says who? Says who? Says who the cheese is not good for the heart? Yeah, and I ate Russ's box of chocolates. It only had 6 or 7 chocolates in it. It was only 78 grams. I would have eaten it if it was bigger, but you know what I mean? And I was walking around doing about 20,000 steps that day. But you're right, it's not good. Now I want tiramisu and PIMS. Yeah, we do want that. Don't we want that stuff? What do you think? Of course we want it. That's why we have to learn. I want heroin too. I shouldn't even say that. It was a box of, it was, I don't remember what it was, a small Cadbury's box, 78 grams. Yes, it was. The point is, we all want to do bad things. Yes, we want to do bad things. And some of the things we've been told are good for us are bad for us. Most of the things we've been told are good for us. And some of the things we've been told are bad, are good for us. Are bad for us. Like I'm telling you that chocolate is bad for you. But occasionally a little bit is not going to kill you. But every single day, no. I swear all this food talk makes me hungry because you're not like me. Why is it not making me hungry? I haven't eaten enough for today, but I'm not hungry. So maybe I shouldn't be discussing it. This is what we've got to do. We've got to learn to live with food. We live on the ocean surrounded by salt water, but we can't drink it. And I'm saying food is like salt water. There's nothing better than being bad. No, there isn't. Because the next day you wake up and you feel horrible. And you feel like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. Why did I do that? Like last night, I didn't eat anything from about 9 o'clock at night. I didn't. And I'm sitting in bed and I'm saying, I'll just go out. I found a bottle of beer and I thought, well, I could have this bottle of beer, even though I don't even like beer. But I was thinking, oh, it's a bottle of beer. And I didn't have it. What about cooked beet? Beets, why does it have to be cooked? Because it's toxic. I think one of my renal problems, which is my kidney, my renal problem came from eating cooked beets. I loved cooked beets. I used to eat it raw. I used to go down to Peckham Rye High Street, or whatever it's called, Peckham Rye Lane, and buy a bowl of beets this big for £1, and I used to peel it, and then I used to eat it raw, or the rest, an entire thing. It could have been 2 or 3 kilos. Okay? One day, one thing is good for you, then it's not. Everything in moderation. People believe that, Lorna. I don't believe this moderation bull. I think there is a right diet. What's our ancestral diet? We did not eat beets back in the day. What is our ancestral diet? We did not eat grains back in the day. We did not eat all the stuff they're telling us is good for us. We didn't cook food. Why do we have to cook food? Because cooking food removes a lot of the toxicity, but not all of the toxicity. No. Slumber, true, but cheese and sour cream are delicious, say on a baked potato. Yeah, they're incredible. It's incredible. You can't have it every day. You can't have it every day. Cheese and sour cream are delicious. Yeah, you can't have it every day on a baked potato. You can. Hey, ladies, I'll be your fertility doctor for 50 quid a pop. Too much. Apologize for that. Apologize. Women could take that the bad way. Maybe they won't. And that used to be the rich in oldest days were fat and the poor were skinny. Now it's vice versa these days. Why is that? Why was King Henry, why did he have gout and was fat? Because he was eating cakes. Let him eat cakes. That's why they got all fat, and then they got gout, and they were disgusting. And that's why all of his women didn't want to be married. Even though he was king, to Prince whatever it is, King. Well, which was the king? Which was it King Henry or King George? Which now I can't even remember. Okay, but you are right. I like raw beetroot. It's good for the stamina. It is not good for the stamina. It's very few calories. Maybe good for your downstairs. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. And it can give you. It can block up. It can block up your. This is what I believe. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. All right, so Lorna, I love you, I love you, I love you, but I don't believe in beetroot. And you can Google beetroot and carnivore diet. You can Google beetroot and diabetes. You can Google beetroot and kidney failure. Google that. Google that on YouTube and read it. And make sure, and some will tell you, oh, it's no problem. We had a fat, juicy Stegosaurus burgers. Yes, we did. Why did we get so huge? Our brains used to be 15% larger back in the day. We had big, massive heads because we were killing dinosaurs. Don't kill me, please. I shouldn't even use that word. Lewis, we all know where we are and won't be taking anything the wrong way. Yes, thank you, Joodles. But people do. People do take it the wrong way. Or maybe even YouTube, because I said, the KI LL word, whatever. The rich realized that Whole Foods rock. Hi, Lewis. I'll be practicing my... Hi. Hi, Lewis. Been practicing my punctuation. Thank you, Mick. Welcome back, Mick. Whole Foods rock. The rich realized that. Well, what do you call a whole food? Is a potato or a carrot? Is that a whole food? Is it grain? A whole food? No. You don't want those are the right whole foods. Whole foods you want are beef, lamb, a wildly caught salmon, but not too many of this stuff. Cheese. Lewis, be careful what you ask for, laugh out loud. The rich realize, okay, why should I be careful, Marianne McCara? Joodles, yes. That's the right attitude. Oh, you said yes. Oh, you're laughing at Alan Williams. That's the right attitude. I eat cheese, but not constantly. Yeah, maybe you should. I don't eat that much cheese. I eat mostly red meat. Just meat is the best food. And raw eggs, best food. I hope it is for me. I hope it is. Just because you're offended doesn't make you right. That's true, but we got to make sure we don't, we don't hurt anybody's feeling. Veg, just veg. What is a veg? What is the definition of a veg? How can some cucumber, which is a fruit, be a veg? How can a tuber like carrot be a veg? How can a tomato be called a veg when it's a fruit? How can leaves be called a veg when it's just a leaf? Henry VIII was a big, fat, and cruel. He was also stank, disgusting. Why? Because he was fat. He was fat. Cathedral cheese is the best. Why was cathedral cheese the best, Leslie? Just thinking. Why do we want to cook any food? Yeah, why do we want to cook any food? We have to cook it to get rid of the toxicity. I like horse meat, says Mick. I've never had it. How does it taste? Yeah, go for it. Not often, but once or twice a year, I get a hankering for, but don't know why. For what? For horse meat? I mean, why not? Why not? I mean, it's because this is food that's very close to us. No, we don't need to make sure we don't offend people. That's just how we ended up in this mess. Yeah, maybe you're right. 4 people a day getting arrested for social media posts. Yeah, that's horrible. Even Lewis Schaffer he's possibly getting arrested. But I've gotten legal advice from someone. Okay, Marianne. Joe, some foods need to be cooked, like pork, I think. One might get sick. Yes. Maybe pork or chicken. Yes. But maybe maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe no, but okay, I cook pork. Horse is delicious, according to Nonstick Nick. Hey, Nonstick, haven't seen you here, but thank you. But if you don't cook it properly, it will give you the trots. You know what? We're strong people. We've got our stomachs are one of the most acidic of all animals. We're super acidic stomachs, like vultures, like dogs. We got super acidic stomachs. Okay. My father-in-law once had a hedgehog. Tasted like chicken, apparently. I guess that's a joke, Lorna. Nonstick Nick has got a laugh from Steve Cuff. He gave him a laugh. Okay. Why do we cook any food? That's a good question. I want to ask that question again. Cooking kills nutrients. Number one. Kills nutrients. Leslie says no to horse meat, but that doesn't mean it's bad for you. I mean, they just want us to limit the number of choices we have. Okay? Back in the day, people got arrested for proper things. Now now you're a criminal because you sat at the keyboard a bit tipsy. Yeah, well, did you hear what happened to my friend Reg Hunter? What he said, but he might believe it. You know, he might believe it, but he's being taken to court right now. They didn't throw that out because a private case. I don't know. Do anybody know Reg Hunter? Trying to work out if Lewis would cook anything. I cook the beef on the outside slightly. I cook scrambled eggs occasionally, but other than that, I like Reg Hunter too. He's a really great guy to me, and I would call him a friend. I mean, maybe he doesn't want. I've even called him since the situation has happened, but he got into trouble. I think he got into trouble because maybe he was sitting there drunk on the keyboard saying stupid things. You know, you can say some things that. And remember that Jews are very, very. What's the right word? Not cautious. We're afraid. We're afraid. We're afraid. So you got, it's like those people in the disabled community who are afraid because I said what I said. I didn't mean it. So that they reacted that way. That's why I say to you people who are listening to this that you got to keep in mind, even though we should be able to say anything, you may not be able to say anything. You know, you can't say anything. Is he in Edinburgh up there? Yeah, he's a big star of Edinburgh. I think Reg is a blank, but people shouldn't be getting arrested for words. I agree with that too. I'm a free speech warrior. I don't even think he's being arrested, but he's being put on trial because of what he said. I mean, that's wrong. That's really wrong. And it's my own people putting him on trial. But then again, look at the people putting me possibly on trial because of things that I say. You just think to yourself, well, if he's going to put me on trial, I'm going to put him on trial. We got to call it off. Let's call it off. I don't know what he said, to be honest. Well, can we Google what he said? But don't put it up here. Are you a prey or predator? Okay, I know that prey or predator race. That's the question. The race it should ask. Are we a prey or predator race? I think as a Jew, we're not going to be preyed anymore. We were preyed during World War II. They lined us up and we just walked. We said, it's going to be okay at the end of this line. And they killed us. And now, I don't think we're going to put up with that. You have to get arrested before trial, Lewis. Well, this is a private trial. This is the CAA, whatever it is, some group. Put him on trial. I don't think. Yeah, maybe you do. It's in a court, so it's a court case. It's like being sued because someone took your invention, right? I like the cheese Danish with walnuts and a cup of coffee. I do too, but check how many carbs that has. I have that occasionally. Check how many carbs a cheese Danish has. Check how many carbs, Marianne. If the police and the CPS don't understand satire, they need to attend a satire course for thinkers or for thickies run by Andrew Doyle. Is there such a thing as that? No one would want to admit that. The victim card is too easy to play. Yeah, when 25% of the population are disabled, another 10% are black, another 10% are Muslims, another 10% are old, another 50% are women, another 50% are white men. We're all victims. We're all victims. Let's not be victims. Let's be strong, everybody. Can we be strong? Let's be strong and fight and stand proud. That's what I say to you. Let's stand proud. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm getting a message in. I'm also I'm just checking something. 55 people watching. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. And it's the 6th of July, so it's really good news. It's really good news. Galactus says, welcome here. I'm a strong, independent black woman. Yeah, well, that's the difference between men and women. Nothing personal, but there are lots of women who think they're independent, but they're not, and there are lots of men who think they're independent, but they're not. They're collecting money from the government. Okay, and maybe they think they deserve it. Maybe they think they need it. I'm a libertarian. Didn't someone say if you trick someone, it's hard to get them to admit they've been tricked? Something to do with ego or something. That's exactly true. No one wants to admit that I fell for it. I'm proud to be a carnivore, but I was tricked by you people. I don't listen to not you people, by them people. I'm not going to be bullied into believing that stuff. Oh, you're a doctor. Oh, you're a doctor. I'm going to listen to you. Oh, you're a physicist. Tell me about black holes. A, B, C, D, E, U. That's what I say. But it's Lewis. I'm a white man. Just remembered that. Yeah. Well, am I a white man? I didn't grow up thinking I was a white man. Like when I fill out my form for is my BMI high, I have to check. I'm a white man, but I'm also Middle Eastern too. I'm 100% Jewish from the Ukraine. It's easier to tell someone to believe a lie than convince him that they've been tricked. They don't want to believe that. No one wants to believe it. When I say to you, hey, do you know what they've been saying about meat? They've been all wrong about it. You know what they're saying about a vegan diet? Yeah. They don't want to believe it. No. I believe in this guy. He's a doctor. He went to Harvard. What medical school did you go to? And then you find out more and more that they're a bunch of I'm afraid to speak like this. Liai, whatever it is. Liars. LIARS. Don't generalize. I'm independent. Just saying. Yeah, I'm not saying you people. You people are listening to me. You people are amazing. Jews didn't fare well in York many centuries ago. Exactly. They didn't. You know what I mean? It can happen again. It can happen again. I think what people are realizing is that Israel is not going to tolerate it again. And is that good? I'm not. What if I say that I support that? So be nice to people. We in this country, we English people and Americans, we're thinking we should just be nice to people, but I'm not sure that's the right approach. A lie can go around the world quicker than, what's his name said that? That's what Mark Twain says, that a lie goes around the world before you can put your trousers on. Yeah, put its boots on. Yeah, who said that? That's, I think, Mark Twain. Lies go around the world before the truth has put its boots on. Yeah, it's like people are saying to me, you don't care about disabled people. What am I supposed to argue now with every single person? I don't want to be in the same boat as the real heroes, okay? But who say things, maybe I am a real hero. Okay, so my granny used to say, this is what Kinsey says, thank you, Kinsey, people take kindness as a weakness. Well, that's apologize. You can't apologize nowadays. You can't say, oh, I'm sorry. You can't say, maybe you should say, to make yourself feel better. You say, I didn't mean to offend you, but you're definitely crazy if you think that I meant that. Okay? Mark Twain was a geezer. Yeah, he was a great one. He was a great American. He was a stand-up comedian. He was a great guy, Mark Twain. I have quotes written. I don't have it on here, but I used to have quotes by Mark Twain. He was great. Yeah, he was a great one. He was a geezer. 59 people. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Hey, Jay Evans is in the house. Everyone says sorry. We should say we're sorry. I'm sorry that you people haven't had the life that I've had, but that's not my problem. It's not my problem. I don't feel bad for you. If I feel bad for you, I'll send you money in your home country, wherever that is. But I'm not going to send you money to live here. You can't have the best of both worlds. If Lewis regenerated into Doctor Who, nobody could play that role. I don't know. I would have to write it myself. 59 is loads. It's really, really loads, Joodles. I will apologize when the politicians apologize. Well, what can the politicians say? You don't want them to apologize, but they're not the leaders of this country. They're just the people that have been put in front of us, and we haven't questioned them, basically. Have we questioned them? I don't think we questioned them. You owe us good lives, Lewis. Yeah, that's what they want. They want from me because I had a good life. I was born in 1957. That's 12 years after the Holocaust. 12 years. Fear was still in the air in 1957. Okay? And after we're through with this, we're going to have a fear here in this country, and that's going to be bad. You can start with booking us all a table at the Ivy. Is that, you saying that to me? I was in the Ivy the other day with my friend Russ when he came for a visit. September 3rd is Freedom of Speech Day. Yeah, Freedom of Speech Day. But then even people who like host free speech nations don't believe in hosts. They don't believe in free speech for them. They just believe in free speech for us. We should have a nice lunch at the Ivy House. Yeah. Well, you mean the Ivy House or the Ivy right here next to where I live? That's the pub here. It's a nice. It's good. I don't know. I thought you were thrown out of the Ivy. I was thinking about the fancy Ivy in central London, and other places too. I think there's one in Leeds. I wasn't thinking of this one. They didn't throw me out, but they're not having. I wasn't thrown out. They didn't have me back. I wish GB News would have you on Free Speech Nation. I haven't been asked. I don't even know. I got a message. Can I read a message? Lewis, you are funny and sexy, and your podcast is great, but my left eye is starting to close. I like the chat people on your show, too. They all seem nice. Okay. I'm not going to say what this is on. Okay. Can I take a break? Do I need to take a break? Okay. But, yeah, maybe not here. The Ivy is London prices. It's very expensive here. Thank you, Simon Arnold. It's expensive. The political process is a charade. Well, because it isn't necessarily a charade, but they basically forced Team Britain, our team, to not say anything. What happened to you anyway in Lewis? I told a very, very good joke, and people didn't like it. What's 40 pounds, Jay Evans? It's a fancy pants cafe. That's how much it is, the Ivy. High five. We're all nice. Yeah, we're all nice. That's what you were told by this person. You're all nice people. I mean, right now you are, but you could be horrible to me. You could be horrible. Take a break, Lewis, and speak to your chum. I read his email. I like being nice to nice people. TWATS, if someone is a TW, I'm a TWAT back. It's basic, but it's worked so far. It's like I want to be mean to people too, but you can't be mean to them because maybe they're right. Maybe they know what they're talking about. Free Speech Nation is just, I don't want to talk about it. At the Hot Water Comedy Club. What is about that? Yeah, well, we're nice. Anyway, it's supposed to be, that's a very good club. You and Andrew Lawrence cannot go back to Liverpool together. No, I think Liverpool doesn't hate me. I don't think. But who knows? I've been banned lots of, whatever. Being on GB News, people hate you just because you're on GB News. Yeah, so-and-so never let Lewis speak on headliners. He forgot what the job of a host was on headliners. That's why Andrew was the best host. Are you really saying women shouldn't work, Lewis? You don't really believe that. And I'd have to laugh because, of course, I don't believe that. But I can make a case why women, you know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what a host does. That's why when you watch Mock the Week or all those other shows, they have a host who's the stupidest person on the panel, the stupidest one, or pretends to be the stupidest one. It's a very hard job. Angus Deaton, I'm not saying he's stupid, but Angus Deaton, he wasn't the one. People weren't coming to watch Angus Deaton. They were coming to watch the other two, Ian Hislop. Okay. Okay, what is Mick saying? If they mean, you mean back. Can we make sure we get the punctuation? Can you rewrite it again and put the punctuation again? Even though Jules understands it, because she understands broken English. He comes from Northern Ireland. And, I shouldn't know all you people, but I know all you people. How many people are listening now? I shouldn't even be asking how many people are listening. I'm going to take a break. And we'll end at 8:00. Is that okay? We'll end at 8. We've had 3 hours. People have come in. We've had a really good time. I mean, what 54? It's not as good as it was yesterday. Yesterday I thought it was a bit better, but we have more people here. Timmy, have a nice cup of chamomile tea. Is it too warm to have chamomile tea? Atsitnai. What does that mean? Fair enough, champ. I get called a champ. All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to sit here for a little bit. If you were mean, you be mean back. Where's the periods and the punctuation? Keep on going until you get every period right. Okay. Thank you for doing this. Thank you very much. I've had enough, but he feels like he needs to stay. And that's not exactly true. I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to accomplish. Am I going to get more views by staying on for longer? Seriously, Lewis. I haven't had enough. Have you guys had enough? Have you had enough? So what does Mick write? I might sign up for a grammar course, or something, period. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm not even good with grammar myself. I'm still listening and loving it. This is what Lorna Hutchinson is saying. I do believe Lewis really wants to say.
There we go.
Null. What does that mean? Like go F, whatever it is. You're averaging 400 to 500 views after the show is done as well. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, and maybe we'll cut this up into bits and pieces of like Lewis. What did we discuss? Lewis Schaffer discusses his carnivorism. Plenty of yeah. Remember, I haven't had a drink of water in about an hour and a half. Okay, so I'm gonna have a drink of water right now. I am afraid of maybe saying something horrible. Basically. So, Mick, what are you saying? If you mean, you be mean back. That's what Mick is saying. Lewis, do you play a musical instrument? Where is the period? And maybe put a comma. Yeah, maybe a comma. I don't play a musical instrument. My sister did. I play the fiddle. I don't know what that means, but it sounds dirty. She's laughing. That's fine. It's been entertaining to me, but only do it whilst you have the motivation. We'll be back for other days. Yeah. I do have the motivation, but we don't know what's going to come up next, what we're going to talk about next. You are very good, and I would suggest 1 hour of your time. Okay, thank you. Pete Scorides. Hey, are you Greek Cypriot or something? Hello, Lewis and chat people. It's not... Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Okay. Maybe okay. I play the spoons. I don't know about it. My son says it goes on too long. Quality of quantity, or quality or quantity. Elon's new party. I think it might hurt. I mean, I'm with him too. I'm against big government. I'm totally against government, and I don't think Trump is as libertarian as I'd like him to be. I mean, but that's the problem. Right now, we're newly in his administration. And I remember other political parties. Do you remember other political parties where they form a party and it looks amazing in the beginning, and then it's not. What's his name? The guy from what's the place called? From Texas. Ross Perot. He had a political party. It was huge, and then it drifted down, especially in America. It's really hard to form a political party. It's easier in this country. It's easier in this country because those people who are not part of labor, they don't care. You know, the Muslims, they don't care. They want people to speak for themselves. Okay? I'm being lazy today and not contributing much, but totally in. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, so what do you guys think? So, Kinsey, do you like this? Do you like the idea of a Trump political party? Do you like the idea of a Corbyn political party? I miss Lucy, too. You know, who knows where Lucy is? She's with her new boyfriend. I still love Trump. I love Trump, too. I love Trump, but, you know, it's sort of going against Trump, and maybe he's got enough money. Maybe he wants to win back. Maybe by being against Trump, he's going to sell more cars and sell more rocket ships. Who knows what he's doing? We don't know what he is doing. What do you think is what he's doing? No, I don't like the idea of Corbyn's new party because it might not be your party. You gave Lucy Ross's number. Russ's number. No, I didn't. I did not do that. He's not like me. He's not crazy. I like the idea. No, I would not. No, I like the idea of ravers for an awesomeness party. Yes, that's a joke Mick is making. But no, I just think that Corbyn is a good idea for a party until they come after Corbyn for being a communist. The same way the Iranians came after the socialists. They came after him. Rupert Lowe, Ben Habib forming a new party is a bad idea. They were both very good assets to reform. Nigel should not have lost them. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And the thing about Farage, he's a strong guy. I wouldn't want to be Rupert Lowe or Ben Habib. I saw Ben Habib speak, and I agree with what he's saying. I agree. Someone needs to speak out for English people. Someone needs to stop the immigration. Someone needs to have a smaller government. They both, okay. I remember Ross Perot. He got nowhere. Yeah, he started off with like 25% and he got nowhere. And everyone's going, I'm thinking about Ross Perot. Same thing with RFK. It's really hard. Non-Stick Nick calls it the Jezbollah party. I'm sticking with reform. And remember, it's a long way to go before the elections happen. So maybe reform is the way to go. Remember, I can't vote, so I'm not going to advocate. Corbyn is not a good idea as a party. I mean, yeah, he's kind of like, what's his name? What's her name? Like AOC in America. He's a communist. He's a communist who supports the Palestinians. And how many British people believe in that? Probably a lot more than in America, because we've had the BBC promoting that for so long. But there'll become a point when the BBC will not exist. People will be fed up with the BBC. They won't put up with it anyway. I guess so. Yeah, right. So what did Mick say that's so true? Yeah, because we have a parliamentary system in this country. In order to win a parliamentary system, there's no one who's elected.
There we
except
go.
Your local MP. And you elect your local MP to get that guy selected as the prime minister. Where in America, 50% of the people voted for Donald Trump or whatever number it was. And you can't take that away from him. He was elected. If you were so great, why weren't you elected? Do you think Josh could get into Corbyn's party? No, because he realizes that Corbyn hates him. Probably a lot of our MPs. Barring a collapse, I'll be voting for reform. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. What is Leslie saying? Probably a lot of our MPs. Who are you saying this about? Let's make sure we get complete sentences here. Okay, how many people do we have? Because I think I should say goodbye. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Okay, who keeps you? 51. We've got 51 people. How do I say goodbye to 51 people? How do you say goodbye? Would somebody give me a way to live my life? It's years until the next election. Anything can happen. Exactly. And the way things are going, it looks like the people are standing with reform. And I guess he's trying to make it as less divisive as possible. Maybe that's the way to go. Corbyn isn't a political choice, according to Simon Arnold. He is more honest than the prime minister. He is more honest. He's He's a communist. Isn't he a communist? Am I allowed to say that he's a communist? You know? Am I allowed to say that? I need your help. I don't know. Am I allowed to say that? Practice after me. Good. Bye. Okay. Joodles wants me to do what's best. What's best. Just log off like you normally do. All right. I'm gonna put the thing on the end stream, and you all guys can say goodbye. We'll all see you tomorrow, unless someone is really, yeah. You can talk for 5 more minutes, and then you can go on the whatchamacallit, on the Discord. Is that fair? You can talk on the Discord. See you, Lewis Kinsey. Thank you very much. Thank you for the Discord, everybody. Leanne wasn't here today, but thank you very much. Poly tricksters, a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them are working. They're working for Team World, and they don't even know they're working for Team World. But they accuse me of working for GB News for the amount of money they pay me. You know, I'm gonna have to find out what really happened there. Anyway, but there's security. There's security more and more. Leanne is at Wimbledon, I think. Okay, yeah, very good. That's the kind of girl that I like. Someone who can get tickets to Wimbledon. See you tomorrow, Lewis. Been a great show. See you tomorrow. Remember here, before we go, DSP has subscribed. Subscribe to the show. Like the show. Discord. Go to the Discord. Go to my show on Resonance FM tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and then come on and watch this here. That's basically all I'm asking. Thanks for your time, Lewis. It's been another good one. Thank you, Adam, for saying that. That's really a nice compliment. And all your compliments mean something to me. I say I really enjoy talking here and talking with you, and it means a lot to me. So I'm turning it back to you. So thank you very much. Thank you, Annette, for coming into the show and for what you said about GB News in the past. Okay. Thank you. Cook. Have some meat. Lower the carbs. Lower your weight. Make sure we're all nice and thin. You probably can't be too thin. Most people be a long way from being too thin. Live long, and prosper. Live long and prosper. Okay. Bye-bye, everyone. LP. Is that the band? Let's try to spell properly.
you.